Peace, 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 everyone. Peace. What's up, Empress? Shout out to Victoria for stepping through the chat. It's your boy Huey P, and we back. Peace, 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 everyone. With another peace. Power to the People episode. What's up, Empress? Shout out to Victoria for stepping through the chat. It's your boy. Pardon me. How you doing, sis? Let me play this little jam real quick and get my little jump going before we get started. I'm gonna play my little theme music, my little power to the people, so we can get it rolling. You know, power to the people, man. And we're gonna get this thing rolling. After this, we got an open panel. You know, it's always to be impact and full of energy. So y'all get ready, man. It's gonna go down right there. You know what I'm saying? On Huey P. Y'all already know what it is, man. Power to the people, y'all. Stand for something, know you fall for anything. Me too. Wait to become a team. Marking mission armies necessary. That is good, you doing is unnecessary. Another mother cry, another brother buried. Another funeral home, another cemetery. One letter to my uncle in the penitentiary. Me in the penitentiary, far from elementary. Even on a minute and I told him law willingly. Anything can happen, especially when it's meant to be. Life is what to make it. You rather start to take it. Only a few will make it for the weak to come and take it. I'm young, game dumb. I see what's going on, and I'm smart enough to doctor that she put it in my song. I put it on my mom. You shot to hear the bomb. Lil TJ by the blow. When you used to say like children now, little homie, go home, let me lead the way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be the one to lead the way. So that's me, tomorrow could be a brighter day. I give power to the people, let the freedom reign. Sister for something, know you fought for anything. I pray the angels watching over me and spread their praise. And if you feel me, everybody let the church get power to the people. Power to the people, all power to the people. Power to the people, all life to the people. Power to the people, well done to the people. Power to the people, I give them power to the people. Power to the people, all power to the people. Power to the people, all life to the people. Power to the people, well done to the people. Power to the people. Women used to say like children are future, little homie. Little homie. Let me lead the way. Yeah. I'm gonna be the one to lead the way. So that's me, tomorrow could be a brighter day. I give power to the people, let the freedom reign. So stand for something, know you fought for anything. I pray the angels watching over me and spread their rays. Yeah. Y'all stay tuned. It's gonna crank up, man. We're gonna crank this thing right up. Link in the back chat. Y'all know? All people. It ain't no need for no intermission. Just lend me your ears so you can listen. And the floor is free so you don't have to pay attention. The ghetto got us trapped, yeah, we really mention it. We trying to set us back, but look how we living.
and to save our children. Graveyards and about them prisons. Come on, y'all. Just to make the ends meet. Refrigerator empty, a loaf of bread and bologna meat. They need a pair of cleats. They got big feet. The nigga was a deadbeat. Come on, man. We gotta let the children lead our way. You feel me? Way better. Power to the people, 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 power to the people. Free electric power. You give me your own power to the people, or your God power, your universal power. You know. Yeah. What it do, family? What it do? Appreciate y'all with my little introduction of being patient with me. You know, let me do my little intro and get that out the way. You know, make sure y'all go ahead and go to Huey P SoundCloud and check out the music if you want to ride around the town with some good music. I got about 17, maybe about 10, 12 tracks over there on SoundCloud that you can ride to. All good, positive music. I would think so. So yeah, I'll go ahead and tap into that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My boy One World, Miel. We got my boy Lindsay. You know what I'm saying? We got the goddess Empress, the original Copper. We got Vicky on the chat. We got Fat Vegan in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people, man. Flat motherfucker power, electricity, HOTC, the house of the true consciousness, the head of the class. Class is in the session, baby. Let's go. We are all teachers and all students. Let's get it going, man. How you doing on this beautiful awakening, Victoria?
I'm doing good this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. We're getting this beautiful awakening going.
What are we talking about today?
I just really had an open panel. Just whatever you wanted to talk about, what anyone wanted to talk about. You know, we always end up having an idea about what we do, but I think it rolled really good with an open panel. What's on your mind on this beautiful awakening?
You know, I'm gonna send you a picture, okay?
Okay.
If you wanna look at it or show it to everybody, that'd be great. But what happened that I kind of paid attention to yesterday was, the music artist SZA.
SZA?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's a music artist named SZA. Her one of her most favorite songs, I think, is Broken Clocks, or it was another song, something she had about cheating or something. Like, she kind of famous for that. Point is, SZA went to a Calabasas Sephora. She was racially profiled at the Calabasas Sephora. They sent somebody in the store to watch her to make sure she wasn't stealing. Now, here's where the evaluation comes in. What do we always say? Instead of giving your money to them white people, them Koreans, give money to your own people. Spend money on your own people. Rihanna found out about it and sent SZA a gift card to Rihanna's makeup line and told her to shop in peace. Those are the type of things right there that prove what we're saying. You wouldn't have had to deal with this. Shopping and supporting your sister, one of your own people.
Right.
And you a millionaire. But you want to go on Sephora and be racially profiled and then make a big issue about it on social media. You wouldn't have to deal with it if you was out supporting your own people and shopping from the comfort of your home. But it being Rihanna, if you would have called and said, hey, I'm interested in some makeup, she probably would have did a whole little viewing session for you and set up something nice. She's a businesswoman. But that right there goes to show that's a way to gracefully show that you're a boss but that you taking care of your own. But that's also the thing for her being this Dominican Caribbean beautiful woman who lives here and has to deal with all the stigmas of being Black here. That was the best thing she could have did in the situation, as opposed to, you know, just coming out blunt, because Rihanna is blunt. So she didn't come out like that, like, you know, that's what you get. You should have been buying so and so. She did the right thing. Gave her a little teasing money. Come on over here and spend your money over here. And I just want to encourage other people to do the same thing. It don't even have to be everything, because reality is things are limited for some people. Some people have food deserts where they live. But take one thing out your life and start there and shop with your own community, either locally or online. Because if millionaires are being encouraged to do it, then we could definitely do it, especially when we feed into their industry. So that was my beauty thing that happened in the last 48 hours that I just thought was culturally significant that people probably are not going to pay attention to. But I'm going to send you this picture about our hair, my beautiful hair, my beautiful locks. And it's tied up and everything right now.
Your hair, natural hair.
Yeah, you know. But I got a picture I'm going to send you. And it just shows the texture of our beautiful women and our hair in comparison to different bushes and trees. Because our hair is alive, just like those trees and bushes are alive. But can we say the same thing for Europeans? So that's my topic of the day. Cultural difference.
What you saying that their hair? You saying that their hair is not alive, or what? Their hair is dead?
Yeah, they dead. Like,
wait, that's a deep one for me. I say, how you figure that they're dead and they're breathing air and they walking around the air like us? How you figure they dead?
Because everyone has a certain decay property to their body from birth to death, but white people naturally emit a higher chemical, as you would put, comparison to formaldehyde. That's coming out their bodies. We know that their DNA is not the same as ours. A lot of them. That's been proven. They have an entirely different genetic structure than us. So how is it from the time you were born, your body is basically releasing a slow formaldehyde? That's like you dead. And it's keeping you alive. They age way quicker than us. We know this. Okay? Now, anybody want to guess my age and put it in the chat? You can, because you know what I'm saying. Like, I see those are so people talk about I'm 20 something that IDing me. Honey, I'm almost 40. But you wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy because I feel like when it comes to the characteristic traits, it's always a topic. It's something to delve into, because when it's a topic for them to utilize and use against us, unless you know your facts, then things like that will always be harmful and toxic to you, unless you know more about the reality of things. So that's my 2 cents on that. Look it up for yourself. Natural formaldehyde emitting from the body, and it is only mostly predominant in the Caucasian and European racial groups.
Welcome to the panel, Fat Vegan. Welcome to the panel. Yeah, they say Copper Empress said they have fur, not hair. That way they have bugs growing in.
Now, let me try to give them a whole different perspective on where I'm coming from. Then, as a dark skinned Indian of this land, my parents was Piscataway. We got the cards. We State Maryland, all that stuff. They did the research. My mother did so. And like for a while, even with the Indian stuff, the programming so deep, I was still checking African American stuff on applications and stuff. But I want to get to this point. The fact that fruit reverses all diseases, no matter what color you are, goes to say we all the same to some degree. We might have been put in different trick bags or told different lies about our skin color, blah, blah, blah. But we are all frugivores. We all got endocrine gland systems. We all got hearts. We all pump blood and lymph. That's it. We all blood, lymph, and cells. You can put all the indoctrination on it all you want, because I know how that go with the victimization mindset we get from this unbalance in the world. While we get the victimization mindset, they get the superiority mindset, you know? So it's like You know what I'm saying? So it's always that battle between, but it's us against them, meaning the haves and the have-nots. We can't be out here on a ground level fighting the normal quote-unquote white man who on the ground level with us, getting chemtrail, fed poison, going to the doctor, getting to run around, getting chemicals instead of the real deal. You feel me? So I look at it in a whole different picture, kind of. I see it because to say frugivores, fruit reverse all diseases no matter what color you are. To say we're all frugivores. To go a step further, we can talk about like the Eskimos who lived up north, who moved up north and ate nothing but proteins for hundreds of years. Their life expectancy was the shortest. I'm talking 30 years old. The soon Christianity came in and gave them the Western diet. Their life expectancy rose. Now you know, for a Western diet to expand your life expansion, you had to be eating crap. And that crap was heavy proteins, especially up there in the Eskimos. What I'm trying to get to the point is we all the same. It's just a program. You know what I'm saying? You get me?
You know I get you, brother. You know I get you. I couldn't have said it no better than that. You feel me? Because this is where we as a people we're losing that. Because like I listen to what everyone's saying, right? Okay. Now, like the ladies say, they came from labs and hybrid genes slices that our ancestors created, right? So if you're saying that these are people who we created, how the fuck we create something that's more powerful than us? It's the same thing as God. Why would God create an angel or a demon and give them reign over something that he created? It doesn't make sense. If you created these people and they came from you, why are they ruling you? How do they even have the ability to rule you if you created them? It doesn't make any sense at all. It's really it's a citation on our community. Grow as long as we keep. That's the beast within. Confused.
I agree that divide and conquer, that Hegelian dialect, and we all claim to be so woke, but we missed the first programming, the race. We missed the first fucking. Soon you come out the womb, you are labeled black or white. The first programming, and we missed that because we so victimized in the shit we've been through, which I get a lot, but you gotta see past that to keep evolving and keep growing. Because you're going to be stuck there playing the victim forever.
Can I make a rebuttal?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
As time goes on, you'll learn a little bit more about me and my system and my way of thinking and my beliefs. So what I'm gonna say right now might sound like, but I'm gonna say it because I don't even think that's anything to be victimized about when it comes to the race and the characteristics of us individually, because a lot of our kids miss that. And like you said, that's important. It's important on another level because you have to recognize that root. If you can't even recognize that root, then you don't question it. Once you don't question it, you fall within that system of just everything's acceptable and it's true because that's what I was taught. I just feel like little things like that for people who are not you and I and everyone on the panel, for people who are still out there searching for the truth, and especially for the youth who don't know themselves because they're still being taught lies in school, I think that's an important trait because for me, it took me down a rabbit hole of saying, well, like you said, if they came from us, then why is it that they overruled us? Okay, I decided that could happen for a multitude of reasons. Revenge, fear, you name it. But anything to keep you oppressed and confused. But I also, when it comes to the creationism of it was not necessarily through skin grafting or genetic manipulation. They're a hybrid. There are hybrids all through nation. Anytime you see albinism, it's a hybrid. It's a defect. in your genome. So for me, when I put pieces together, the most logical thing for me is they're different because they started off as hybrids and a couple of them got together and they went and lived off of the land. They went and lived in caves. That is why they genetically are different than us and appear different than us, because it's not like you've never seen a African with albinism or Black person with albinism, but they still, at least some of them I know that I've encountered have our hair texture. Some of them have white people hair texture. It's a lot of different things going on there. But with them, bruh, I just felt like their features are the way it is because of where they lived, just like everybody else. We know our noses and our hair texture and our eye color and our skin color is the way that it is because of the region we're dominant from, where we're from, whether it's here or Africa. We have a warmer climate. And it's the same with Asians. It's the same, you know what I'm saying? Their eyes have a slant and everything the way it does because of the axis of the earth and the sun. That's an adaptation. They adapted in that cave. So their hair is the way that it is because of the atmosphere they're living in. Their nose is the way it is because of the atmosphere they're living in.
Now, I would say it is because it's the way that you are, because your hair has got a different texture as mine. It might be similar. Your nose has got a different structure as mine. It might be similar. You know what I'm saying? But we are all made different in every way. You're made so different that every glance or every hair strand on your hair does what it want to do. It can't even go all directly with, you know, because each cell in your body got things that is. If your heart and your lungs is part of you, right?
Yeah.
They are different, but they are one and the same, meaning they are one inside the same body.
Yeah.
This is the same thing like the world. See, this is what people do. They try to take away from something from yourself. What you would do, you would separate yourself from the bad things in life and try to just accept the good things in life. Like you would try to attach yourself maybe to the universe. I ain't saying you particular, but and people in general, like they attach themselves to all the positive and say anything that negative is God didn't create it or the creator didn't create it. It is not of us. You can't take away nothing that the creator created. You can't do away with the creator who created all. You can't separate it because it's all in this body. It's a body of water. It's a body of, this is like, let me tell you this. In your body, right? You got white and red blood cells. So if your red blood cells attack your white blood cells and off all of your white blood cells, what you think gonna happen?
Well, if you have too many white blood cells, you already know.
But Hugh,
Yeah, I'm telling you. But
You have too many white blood cells in your blood.
I want to kind of deal with that scientific.
Right?
I wanted to kind of deal with that scientific term she was throwing around about albumin. Albumin is just a protein that's formed in the liver. See, this is what they do. They give you all these words that they know we don't really deal with. They'll tell you albumin is this, melanin is this, white people ain't got it, you got it, you the king. Nah, they got albumin. It's a protein in your liver. There's no way they can't have albumin. You see what they never give you a full picture. They give you these little bits and pieces and let you dance around with it and come up with your own beliefs. I can believe that an elephant can fly with his fucking ears, but until I see it or someone prove it, you know, that's what they do though. They play like that. They give you these words, and like I said, you can look up albumin. Albumin is a protein that's produced in everyone's liver. I'm talking right off the top of my head. 60% of your protein comes from that albumin. So why wouldn't white people have albumin?
Because they have a different set of DNA, so they can have a genetic structure than us as far as use chemically out of their body. Yes.
Now look, they have every organ you have. They have every endocrine gland you have. They might their situation might be put different because of their genetics and their parents and their lifeline and what they ate. But they are producing the same hormones, steroids, neurotransmitters to make this body go. They're pumping the same blood.
But the levels that it takes for their body to function can be different. You can run
That-
off of 158, but someone else from a different ethnicity group is only running off of 12 or 56 because
No
it
doubt.
takes your body more this to consume this to make this because you
That's
have this. That
that's
is a fact.
genetic, honey.
That's
That's genetic.
genetic. That's what I'm saying.
But
So
that could be my cousin too. If his mother went down the wrong route or went down the right route that the quote unquote white man lived. You see what I'm saying here? Let's say my aunt was in a different culture and she did everything the white man did. Over generations, her kids will have the same problems as the white man kids have. The separation is what makes you seem like, you know what I mean? The divide and conquer, the Hegelian dialect make you feel like they so different, but they're not. Your TV, your programming, your Pan-African theories and all this kings and queens and pharaohs, and you got the king albumin and you got the melanin in your third eye and they don't. That's not true at all. And like, go back to what I said, none of us are omnivores, herbivores, or carnivores. We're all frugivores. That's the
they
pill
may
everybody got
not
to swallow.
have the level of melanin that I have. They may be able to produce it, but they don't have what I have, and they are naturally put in predator mode. They are naturally susceptible to being killed from the sun, and
That's not,
that
hold on, let me stop you there. That's not
is
true neither.
that is
The
that
sun
and
don't,
that's not because I know too many people who are white who have skin cancer. So
I'm
no,
explaining to you. I'm gonna give you the rundown from a whole holistic body health and why they got skin cancer. Skin is your third kidney. Skin releases acids and stuff that your kidneys can't get rid of because most of our kidneys are destroyed because our family's eating proteins, our kidneys and adrenal glands. That's your blood pressure reading. Now, with white people, they've been programmed, just like you said, that sun kills them. Sun don't give them cancer. Sunscreen lotion gives them cancer. The chemicals in sunscreen lotion, that backs up their skin generation after generation after same way hog maw and pig feet messed up your intestines generation after generation. Sunscreen messed up white man's skin generation after generation. It's not the sun that's causing cancer. It's the sunscreen.
sunscreen has been known, of course, to increase the likelihood of cancer. Yes. Essentially, it's stupid to put it on because you're essentially cooking your body. But even for people who don't use sunscreen, they still can get cancer, and their skin is just more susceptible to that damage than the other 99% of the world. Because that's the thing I'm saying. That's what makes it us versus them. When there's more brown people out here running around, they all got the same features, close in hair, eye color, structure, shape. That's something significant to pay attention to. It's not to say that they are different than us and we should automatically be in fear of. It's something to note. Because of the rest of the planet out here looking like that, why they over there looking like that? So that's what I mean, and when I'm saying it in the sense of, oh, you know, it's not just a thing that Victoria was conditioned to believing or knowing. It's the fact of that is the most logical thing that makes sense to me. The rest of us was living on the freaking ground. We're all similar in traits. They did not. They dwelled in a different dwelling, a dwelling that particularly consists of cold nature or a cave. The planet wasn't always cold. It wasn't always ice caps. We didn't always have that problem. But they adapted throughout eons and years or whatever of living in that group because of them being different and them having whatever opinions that they felt, and they bred with each other. And that is not a mistake. That's not a coincidence. When you have someone tyrannical out here running around like Hitler saying pure race, because they know that their genomes were different. They knew that then. But all I'm saying is, if we don't acknowledge that, that's a problem. Because if you, the black man, your seed, can disrupt their DNA and reconsume it, because that's what it does. It goes and cleans that little mess up and puts it back in the pool. That's what happens. And it refines it and it re-releases it. Ain't no different than energy transfer. So I don't feel like it's a separating factor of us socially. It shouldn't be. Culturally, it can be. But is it? Yes.
Because of the thinking, the mindset, the fact that we still want to keep a separation on and scream about albumin and melanin when, like I said before, no matter the name of disease, fruit will reverse it. Whether you're Indian, black, white, green, or blue. This is documented 20, 30 years and running by Robert Morris. No matter what color you are, fruit reverses all diseases. So that goes to say, no matter your skin color, we're all frugivores. We were all tropical people at one point. Protein is not good for the white man's tissues neither. Complex sugars is not good for the white man's tissues either. High fatty foods, fatty acid foods is not good for the white man's system either. Neither is sunscreen good for the black man's skin. You see where I'm going with this? It works both ways.
I think some things are just, you're not gonna see a bunch of black people out here running around with suntan and lotion on. So
that's not my point. If we drown ourselves in sunscreen lotion, we'll be acceptable.
That we're not burnt by the sun.
Yeah, we'll be if we drown ourselves with sunscreen lotion, we'll be acceptable to skin cancer the same way they are. Is my point.
Right, just like eating protein and eating meat and, building up mucus in your body, and that really is what leads to you being sick, because it's a breeding ground for your freaking blood cells to repopulate unhealthily. I understand it. It's just the idea that, I don't overlook it. That's my day-to-day. I don't overlook it, because if I don't walk around like that sometimes, then I'm going to let my defenses down, and that's when I'm going to get hurt. So I don't do it, because that's just what's safe for me. That's my defense. Because reality is, when I wake up in the morning, I already have a target on my back. For me, you out here, one of the most scariest things alive in nature, you the black man, the one who is actually feared. But for me, I am the lowest rank there is. Do you know how that, is that a thing that's acknowledged? I guess is the question.
I acknowledged it and grew past it, though. I've been followed in Walmarts. I've been questioned by Asians when I go in the store. I've been ran up on the Asian, thought I stole sodas. I acknowledge it and deal with it every day like you, but I'm trying to grow past it. I got to, or I'm going to be stuck there in that divide and conquer Hegelian dialect forever.
And it's not that I haven't grown past it or evolved past it. What I'm saying is, when I walk out my door, that person's there. When I'm in my home, I know what it is, but I will never let that go be out and exposed to the world. Why would I make myself so vulnerable? I refuse. That to me is weakness, to walk out in the world and say we're one. When I'm at home, I can teach myself and my kids whatever it is, and I know the truth, but I will never expose that to anyone out in the world unless I see that they are ready, unless I see that they are competent enough to understand what it is I'm going to tell them. Unless I feel that from a person or their spirit or their vibe or their bond, that's not for them. When it's time to be for them, I'll know, just like the other people around will know. But that's just me, and that's what I'm saying about me and my ways individually, because I have to safeguard myself. And I understand all the experiences like you just mentioned, I didn't have that. That to me seems like some of the most stupidest things that you could do to a human person who's coming in here to spend their money on your business. It really does. My black woman experience entirely different, especially growing up in St. Louis, the worst of the worst. So my experiences on dealing with racism between just there and Indianapolis and California took my thinking to another strange place, because what you're describing now is how I always was, until I was put in the point of being hurt beyond repair. And sometimes that can happen. And it's not to say I can't heal myself or I don't love myself enough to grow past it. It's a reminder, that scar. That scar is a reminder that you can walk out here and get toe up and you don't even have to do anything. And I walk around with that shield on every day.
To that regard, though, you can walk out here and get tore up by anybody. We do more damage to us than anything. Now, everybody always talking about what the white man to do, but we do more harm to ourselves than anything, and by choice. Even knowing the foods that we eat, they're not forcing our mouth. They're not forcing us to do it. We're doing all of this shit by choice. This be points when I'm talking about we slave by choice, because they're not forcing you to go work in their system and to accept their dollar bill. You're doing it by choice. If you recognize the truth and you're still doing the things that's wrong, you're worse than the people that don't understand what's going on, because you understand what's going on and you're not being an example for them to follow. You're not being the lead for them to follow, because you're still following the footsteps that they're going. You feel me? Whether you fall off or see, everyone thinks that, you got to tear down yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to rip yourself of everything. You got to come back to the ground point where you at zero, because that's the most balanced place. So when you rip yourself down to all the way nothing, you ain't got nothing but up to come from that. You feel me? It's about which way you want to go, or do you want to stay at a balanced place, or you think that you go be too positive or negative, man? It's not good. Man, this is what's wrong with the structure of the mind of the people, man, because they're so scarred and hurt that they can't release the pain of the past, what they attach to your past, because most of us didn't even have this in our life. This is something that they told us about, the things that we went through, and we are so attached to what they programmed in our mind to think that that was our past, that we attached that shit to us and we hold it to us. When every day right now in this life right now today, we operating with white folks, we doing shit with white folks regardless, man. We got to do business with them. All white people are not the enemy. All your kinfolk ain't your fucking. All your kinfolk ain't your kinfolk. It's a fact. The only thing that is going on in the world today is everybody missing the fact that it's them. That is your world. You in control of your world. Everything is you. You are attached to everything. No one want to attach themselves to trees, the bees. They don't want to be a part. How you not going to attach yourself to the trees when the trees give you the things that you need to breathe? And you give them the things that they need to live. It's a give and take situation. If the bees don't pollinate, you don't have no trees, and the land ain't gonna grow. You are attached to everything. If the ants don't do what they supposed to do, shit, the next motherfuckers can't do what they are supposed to do. And it's all connected through you. You knew that it was this complex in your world, that you created all of that within your body, within your bag, when you came into your bag. So when you came into the world, you came with the whole construct, because you knew the construct that you was going in. But it was about for you to bend it. You feel me? It's about you to bend the wind. It's about you to bend the spoon. The spoon don't bend. It's about you bending, because we're the only ones who bend. We don't break though. We're resilient. We have to get off of the fact that it's a white and black. When you're looking at we're talking about all the Masonry trap, right? The first thing that they deal with is the white and the black. That's what they got you on, the checkerboard. Separated between the white and the black, when the white and the black is connected to each other, just like that. You can't separate them from each other. That is the day and the night. This is your shadow and your light body. This is your mind and your physical body operating. This is your subconscious and your mind. You know? Are y'all there? Everyone still there, man? It looks like everybody dropped off. I got the holistic people that dropped off and kicked you off. And the link don't work. What? Why did they kick y'all off? You there, Chief? Chief. Can y'all hear me? Put on the one in chat, y'all can still hear me.
Peace, bro. How you doing, man?
Okay, yeah, Chief on here. What's up, God? What's up, Chief? Yeah, man. You know, hey, man, we got to realize that everything is you, man. I attach myself to everything, man. I know my lower selves. I got lower all kind of selves. White, black, Mexican, Chinese. You're going to be looking for the white man to come do something to you. It's going to be a Mexican. It's going to be yourself. Your shadow going to jump up and scare the shit out your ass. Your shadow going to jump up out the fucking skin and scare the shit out your ass. Watch. I tell you. It's a whole nother fucking frequency and vibration going on in the world today. People better lift it up and realize you are everything. If it is a creator, and we don't want to deal with a creator, but everyone talk about creator all the time. Everybody want to get away from the Bible or the scripture or from any fucking script, but they're still talking about a creator. And then you're still putting it to another deity over yourself. You don't know who it is or what, and won't even put yourself in a position. You want ownership over your land? You want ownership over all of this shit? If you're not the creator of the earth, of the entire earth, how can you have an ownership over any of it? If someone explain that to me. If you didn't create this fucking earth, how the fuck can you have a claim to any of the fucking land? Anybody say something to me about it? Claim it. How the fuck you gonna claim my land? I'm the one walking around on the motherfucking earth all enough to think that he's the fucking creator of all of this shit? I tell you this shit all the fucking time. And then I tell you that I'm also the creator, but you're the creator. And I put you in the same shit and tell you that you had your own fucking world and you don't even want it. You still want to give it someone control over it. It's your will to do so. If you want somebody to control it, guess what? Somebody's going to take control of it. People who know that you don't want to control your own world. That you don't want to control your own fucking mind. Because if you're not controlling your universe in the fucking sky above you, you're not controlling your mind. Believe it or not. You believe what the fuck you want to believe. You don't know. Man, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, man. The racism, a fucking separation, or a religion, a separation. Or you gang banging, separation. What the fuck you want to talk about? Man and woman, separation. It's all of one. One man, one body, one mind, one soul, one spirit, one hollow fucking earth, breathing inside the same air bag. But it's yours, and someone else want to control your shit. They don't want you walking around with your own power. They make you charge for your own shit. And you still willingly go pay for it by their fucking design. You don't even listen to your own fucking mind. You know this shit is not right and you still do it. Time after time after time after time after time. While you keep coming back to do it again. You're fucking walking around with your two eyes and you're still blind. Yeah, go ahead, man. Oh, I love having open topic. Everyone think I'm crazy. I ain't pseudo. What the fuck I think? When I try to give you more power than anything, but you gotta control all the fucking yourself. All the cells in the world. It's 1 billion cells in your body. I want to say 6 billion or some 100 billion cells in your body. The same amount of people that's on the earth. So you control all of your cells within and control the ones without. Fuck, when you breathe in, you breathe out. You inhale all of your air and you push your air out. And you walk upon your air, the waters that you are, and you were smart enough to separate the water that you breathe from the water that you drink, from the water that you think with, the water that your skin can be. From the water that you came to be, when you came from the water to become the skin. Come on, man. Fuck going on, man? All this fucking bullshit, man. I got white people in my family, and all of us do. So we're going to disown them. When you get down your further down your bloodline and realize that one of your great grandfathers was a fucking white man because they raped your motherfucking mama, and one of your mamas was one of your papas got them your papa fucking fuck one of the white woman, and a Chinese lady, and all the fucking everything came about. Y'all want to be original everything. You want to be the original white man too. You won't even let them be the original white man. You want to be the original shit? Or the fucking original Chinese man? A fucking crazy, man. So be the original dog. Be the original giraffe then. It's all the same shit. You knew it was here when you came. You knew all this shit right now. When you die, you're going to bring all the same shit back again. Conversations that you love like this. This is why we all attend. But we pretend not to know. Or I pretend. Fuck, man. I finna send you the link, Fat Vegan. And that shit crazy, man. I just crazy, man. We got to get up off of the bullshit, man. Like the man said, we're all supposed to be eating fucking goddamn fruits and vegetables. Everybody will be living forever. Not the white man, not the black man. Every fucking body. They're eating the same shit and dying just like us. They're dying and drive-bys. They ain't killing each other. They doing all the same shit y'all doing. Oh, fucking, I always think y'all better than some fucking body. But don't give them, you'll create them, but fucking let them control you. That fucking make kind of sense is that? Fucking shit crazy.
I'm sorry, I'm currently in this with you shortly.
I'm sorry, man. I ain't going off on you. I'm just saying, man. I be hearing it everywhere, man. This shit is sick, man. The mindset of our people is fucking sick. We're worse than them. And no one knows it. We're fucking sick. We don't know who we are. We're disturbed. Don't want to be who you are. Don't want to be the good and the bad guy. You know you're the devil and the fucking God. Or if they can tell you you're fucking devils. Oh, you see. And the guy am a fucking devil. I'm the fucking devil. You hear me? The fucking devil. Fuck shit. Don't want me to be the God. You don't want to be God. You know, they'll be the fucking devil. Kill him. Go do some shit. Or you sit out here and cry about this shit all day and then sit around here and go do fucking work for the same motherfucker who you're talking about. I ain't trying to carry no fucking sense that make. We still go to work and fund the motherfuckers who we think that's controlling us. Yeah, fucking shit. We're not gonna do shit. Sit on fucking YouTube all day and run our fucking mouth. And ain't nobody gonna do shit. Say they gonna do shit. You won't goddamn boycott. When I say boycott, let's stop fucking taking money for our independence back. I want to see how many people do it. We know we're not going to do it because nobody else going to do it. We're going to be looking like fools and we'll lose our jobs and shit. But say, we go to work. You don't want to lose your job. Fuck the job. Stop fucking working for these motherfuckers, man. Niggas are scared. You're talking all that shit, but go right or fucking pay the goddamn paymaster. Oh, motherfucker own shit. And you're going to pay your fucking rent to the motherfuckers who own, but you're supposed to own the whole world. I walk around the world pissed the fuck off. Like, who the fuck told y'all can build in my motherfucking land and then charge me while I'm here walking upon my motherfucking earth? Who the fuck told y'all can be flying upon my earth and I can't go get an airplane to go fly? Or I can't fly around right now because motherfuckers will think I'm crazy. I try to shoot me down. Hating on my vibe. I ain't always up high flying. I better wake y'all fucking ass up. Everybody better wake up. I talking to everybody on my chat, everybody on the line, everybody who gonna hear the frequency after that because my shit vibrates forever. I know my words out here, Lincoln. They don't want me to have a fucking following. They don't even want me to get 1,000 views. I don't even have 1,000 followers. I'd be on all the big channels. You know how much love I get in all the niggas channels? All the Aboriginal channels, all the Flat Earth channels, all the motherfucking goddamn pro-black channels. And I don't even have 1,000 fucking followers. Fuck out of here. They don't want my vibe out here. They don't want my shit out here. They know I'm gonna pipe the fuck up. I'm gonna unite all the motherfucking world. I'm not fucking playing. I better wait the whole fucking world. All my white boys, all my motherfuckers in the UK. I mean, all my white boys right here. I got some white boys right here that I die for. That motherfucker give me work every day. Y'all want to be talking about some motherfucking white boys. Nigga more blacker than any of motherfuckers out here. And they're not even black because he know how to use his black mind. Because that's the only thing that's black. Niggas why they talk about black, what your black people go through. Or with the black this. You're not even fucking black. You're not even smart enough to know that you're not black. You're fucking copper. And the only thing that's black is your mind. And your whole body is white. That's why at one time our status was white because we was bright light. Our physical being was light. Our fucking walking around, our energy, our aura was so bright, it was light, white. They couldn't see what the fuck it was. Because I shine. I what the fuck a nigga do when he shines? I outshine the blind. I get sight to the blind. Oh fuck, man. What up, fat vegan?
What's up, dog? I mean, you got other people on the panel. Let them go in. I see Sir Drop on here, Chief, Supreme Chief.
I know, man. I just get pumped up, man.
I agree with you, bro.
You know how I do.
You know what I mean? You know that, we talk about that divide and conquer shit all the time in Discord. We've been on that. We ain't no black and white. And what is black? What somebody in the chat who agree with them being black, what is black? Why you call yourself that? What's that all about? That's the programming. Like, that's the only thing. Even down to like it's weird. Like, the programming is real. They think white people is a whole different type of animal. Like they human like we are. And they got the same thing. They breathe the same carbon you breathe. They pump the same blood. They urinate. They go to the bathroom. You gotta step back and get out of the.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they eat food. They chew with their teeth. Like, man, come on, man.
Now I know their programming got them feeling some type of way towards us, which is real. But look, check this out. I'm gonna give it to you like this. You can't, two wrongs don't make a right. So for us to fight it back with the same ignorance, we're moving nowhere fast. You get what I'm saying? If we combat the bullshit they put on us about the racism and shit, and we combat it with that, we canceling each other out. No one's going nowhere. We gotta evolve above that, even though we were the victims in this. I know it. I live it. I got people who's been killed by the police. I seen this firsthand. I know that the streets done took a lot of my peoples and probably yours too. But if we don't evolve past that, we're going to be here forever saying they different and we better, or they better and they're not the same as us and we not the same as them. Even if they not, how far are we getting with that conversation? Real life. We got to find something we agree on grounds of agreement and build.
Hey, I actually agree with you gentlemen, and actually peace to the sister, peace Empress. Nice to meet you, Miss Victoria. Sir Drop, we got Huey. Shout out to Huey. Thanks for having me, bro. Shout out to Fat Vegan. Here's the thing, right? I talked about this, I think yesterday, day before yesterday. About this caste system, this color thing, right?
You kind of low, Chief.
Damn.
Chief, you kind of low.
Hold on, man. Mic check. How that sound,
Chief,
bro?
you low.
Oh, wow.
Ain't break, bro. I hear him more.
I hear him. He wasn't coming in too low to me. I don't know about the YouTube page.
I like getting you riled up, Huey. Can I say something real quick while I have a minute? Okay, so me, I have genetic genes, from my European side of the family, and that's what makes it so much more difficult sometimes. And it sucks because it was past me being that person of, if I'm mixed and I've got European genes and that happened with rape and that happened with this and that. Lo and behold, I found out so much later that none of that was true, that people actually got married and had children and made my family line. And it bothers me. It bothers me. And I don't know why it bothers me. Then I'm 22. I'm pregnant. I have my kid. My daughter has a genetic disease, disposition to Irish people. And I feel like that was the thing I always felt. I felt something was there and it was there. And then to find out it's genetically dominant through white Irish men. And my father is a McGowan.
Yeah, please go in after this. I ain't want to cut you off, but I wanted to beat the point home with when they tell us it's genetic. The doctors, when they throw that genetics or autoimmune out there, that's just to say they don't have a clue and they're not going to be able to help you, but they can treat it with some chemicals. That's what I wanted. I wanted to back up what you were saying. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I mean, I wish that part was true because they can't treat what she has at all. But when I looked into it
Hold on.
more,
What is it? What is it? What is it? What does she ask? Let's talk about it. Because
we can, but I asked that
you don't
yeah,
have to. if you don't want.
read. Actually, I should read and do the research. Okay, but it's all called alternating hemiplegia.
Which
So
is
not only
don't
does she
get
have seizures,
yeah.
my child is sensitive to the weather pattern. She knows it's gonna rain before you do. She knows it's gonna rain before the weatherman do because she becomes paralyzed.
Okay, I get
That
that.
just ain't no thing. That's something deep. Whatever
But
it is, she got the cure to it. I know that too. I know it and I feel it.
I'm gonna
But
tell you, it's when you start getting like spasm, like seizures in the whole nine. To that defense is nerve problems, and nerves. You know they can be regenerated, but you need the highest of food, electricity, and we talking fruit. We talking fruit and herbs, and if you tack them on.
I managed her condition for a very long time with natural remedies. Yes, I did. Just the seizure part. I can't do anything about the paralysis because it comes and goes. She could be in the water too long and get paralyzed. She can get too hot and become paralyzed. And she's not fully paralyzed either all the time. Sometimes just her left arm won't work and the rest of her body works, or her right foot won't work and the rest of her body works, or the top half don't work and the bottom will work, or she's fully paralyzed to where she can just breathe. And it's triggered by so many different things. And when I look into alternating hemiplegia, again, ALTERNATING alternating hemiplegia, it is dominant to that group of Irish people. And we are McGowans.
You have to get in the mind, no matter how big the word is, no matter how many letters they put on it, the disease is always the effect, the symptom. You got to go back to the cause. You got to get her lymph move. He or she. Check their urine, see if it's cloudy. If it's not cloudy.
I always do this because that's how I knew to stop giving her medicine, because of the way her pee changed. Yeah. Things like that when she was younger. That's what told me. And it wasn't so hard in the beginning because I was primarily a vegan in the beginning when I first had her. Mm-hmm. I didn't eat a piece of meat again until almost 16 years. And that's because when I was pregnant again, the child was making me so sick that I had to eat something besides what I was eating. It wasn't cutting it. Like the baby was killing me. So I started eating meat. I kept it light, chicken, little stuff like that. But it nauseates me to eat it. It makes me physically sick. And it's not just my body don't want to break it down. My spirit doesn't like to touch dead things. Why would I want to consume something dead to keep me alive? I got to eat things that are living to keep me alive. And I know this. So when it came to the things that I pursued and did for her, it took a lot. But it brought me back there to base, to that feeling I always had that something was weird about who we were as a people, meaning me and my family, because shit didn't add up. My brother had twins. Okay, my brother had twins. He had two red-headed twins with freckles. They look entirely white. You can't tell they're black at all. And that came from my daddy genome. So that genome is there. Even when I speak, I had to calm myself down when I talk, because once I begin to talk, it goes crazy. People literally used to swear they couldn't understand me when I was a kid. And I told people when I got older, I believe in muscle memory from genetics. I believe in that. I believe that if you are not a smoker and you get a kidney from someone who was a smoker, you might start smoking, because that has memory in it. Your organ, your skin, your blood.
You did on your cells got memories, and you can get it back to that original. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever tried a fruit diet with the kid?
Honey, I was on a fruit diet. I had this going on since I was 16 to 28. And then I took that break, and then I started again for 3 years, and I got pregnant again, and I ate meat again. And now I'm there because I have an 8 month girl now.
I wanna really set this straight to the chat too. Just because you eating vegan don't mean you still not eating acid forming foods.
Yep.
The green grains and starches and beans and nuts, all those are acid forming foods. You need the only alkaline ash forming foods is raw fruits and raw veggies. Even the leafy greens is hard on our system. We're not herbivores. Even if you eat a salad now, I promise you'll poop out some of the leaves full, saying your stomach didn't rip it down like it's supposed to. Herbivores got 2 to 4 stomach departments to break down these leafy greens. you know. And some cows regurgitate it. They spit it out, then eat it again. It's so tough. So I would really try to go on a fruit. That's it. Fruit is the only one that's not acid forming, and watery vegetables. Everything else and fruit, and we all claim we this high electricity energy. We should be eating the highest electricity energy of foods, which would be fruits always. Like,
So
and even go ahead.
We talk about food and stuff a lot, right? But you know, there's unhealthy vegans out there, whatever. So, how much does psychological, environment, the way you think, that do you guys think that affects your health just as much or even more?
Oh yeah, you can eat all the fruit in the world, but if you being held back by your emotions or feelings, you still stunting your detox. I agree. Yes, sir. You are dead on.
Because the way we feel, we put stress and we put mucus and put different things in our body. The way just the way we think.
Just by overthinking and depression and living our lives and mistakes and overthinking shit. I agree. Yes.
And you got tension, you're stressed out, you got to get a massage and stuff like that or whatever. So it's the same concept, you're putting things, the mental aspect of stuff. You damn near could be, eat unhealthy, but if you, it was out, the Pepsi was out. Yeah, it's gonna get 200 at you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's not talked about as much, you know what I'm saying? That the psychological aspect of health, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can tell you firsthand, as I'm eating more raw and my adrenal glands get stronger, I start to be more emotional about stuff that I didn't care about before, and you see it come out and you feel it. You feel the change. You do. And like after physical, you'll run right into them emotions. That's why it's so hard to detox. So let's say, like you said, you got physical, emotional, and the other one. You need to balance all three of them at all times. Or it's going to be it's going to be like a roller coaster.
I definitely think, I agree with that. And I just definitely think that is a big part of people who are in the process of detox and healing and trying to get over their medical ailments. You have to mentally be strong. There's like people who walk around with renal failure and cancer, and a lot of them beat it and they succeeded because of where they mentally are. They tell themselves they're going to beat it. They tell themselves they're going to push harder and work harder and be fine, and it's okay. And yes, your body believes that. It reflects what you believe. It definitely does.
I would say that to a degree because this thing is a vehicle, but like, check this out. If your car break down right now, you just believing that it's going to get fixed. Nah, you got to put in the shit to make it get fixed. You got to take it to that specialist to get it fixed. And with our body terms, that specialist is yourself, researching and knowing your own body, no doubt. But like you said, like, it's a vehicle. So if your car break down, you're not going to pray it back to running. The same thing with this body.
I wish I could say that. I got a hoopty, so.
Yo, hey, no, but you know what's funny though? Like how people think, right? They'll put premium gas in their Benz or Cadillac or whatever, right? But then go to McDonald's. Now I go to McDonald's to get a drink or something, maybe some fries every once in a while or something. But yeah, I'm not going there to consume death. Like, y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's not, the sister said it earlier, why consume dead things? They're continually dying inside your body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a different mindset. My mind is different now when I smell barbecue. It used to be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Even after I stopped eating meat, right? Years later, I was still like, damn, that shit smells good. Now it's like, it smells like a
death.
Body burning on top of you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's a carcass. So once your mind frame, it's about mental. It's all mental, right? And it goes back to what we're saying. We are mentally allowed. I put it like this: we are socially have been put into a place where we are afraid of these people, and that's just what it is. It's nothing else. It's fear, and it's based off of programming. It's based off of movies. It's based off of religion. Because no matter what we say, people still have to go see their God. They still got to, no matter what we talking about, all you atheist ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's still, you can't tell somebody what they believe when they're gonna go, when they find a resting place. They believe in this. This is ingrained in us. So these are fear mongering tactics all the way around across the board, from slavery to religion to all these things. It all works together to keep you afraid, keep you scared, keep you as a slave. And that's what we got to fight against, period. Everything else is just conversation. You know what I mean? Like, niggas can read all these things all the time, right? But at the end of the day, if the person is still mentally a slave, even when that's like with the Harriet Tubman analogy, and they're telling you, like, that was just a story. If they're telling you, yeah, you know, she was trying to set people free or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She said she could have set more free if they would have known, you know, all this dumbass shit. That's what they're putting it right in our fucking face. Literally, they're like, oh man, we can put this down, and we can even tell them a system called eugenics, a system called Willie Lynch, and them motherfuckers are gonna, we wear the shit like it's a Gucci jacket or something. You know what I'm saying? We wear the shit like, hey, yo, we wear Willie Lynch. We wear inferiority, and that's the fucking problem for me. And I hate you motherfuckers for that. I hate motherfuckers that pass that down. It pisses me the fuck off because you pass down losery to your children. I can't. It's time to start winning. All means necessary. All hands on fucking deck. And any nigga that ain't on code, nigga, you a traitor. What do you do to niggas in war that's a traitor? What?
Get rid of their ass.
You a traitor. You a fucking traitor, bro. So niggas is fucking traitors out there. Let's just keep that plain and simple. We can't play with this or whatever. And when them niggas, when we see it, when it happens, it's got to be extreme measures. Like, y'all see what I'm saying? When motherfucker trade, do something off code, nigga. Extreme. And guess what? If somebody cross that fucking line, matter of fact, if they look at that line, nigga, we got to go ape shit. So shout out to the sister Pamela Turner, man. You know, rest in paradise to her. Like I said, we're going to do a whole special on her, man. You know, give her a day, everything, man, because we're not going to let these people continue to not only abuse us and then sit around and clean it up and then disrespect the dead by saying, oh, they were mentally ill, or oh, they were a criminal and all this other shit. No, we just seen you shoot them on camera and ain't nobody do nothing about it. So we're going to do something about it. We're not about to keep sitting around here. At least flood the DA's office. At least flood, get this motherfucker fired, get his gun taken away. And then we ain't forgot about the dude that punched the sister in Dallas, in Deep Ellum. Nigga, I'm turning up every motherfucking time. When I get to Dallas, I'm still gonna turn the fuck up. Fuck is wrong with y'all? You niggas, that's the fucking problem, man. Somebody put their hands on our women, act the fucking fool. Period. That's it. Ain't no. Now we riding for 7, 8 motherfucking days in these fucking streets, bro. Keep y'all motherfucking hands off our women and motherfucking children. Period. We ain't putting our hands on nobody else's children. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Tamir Rice, all this shit, man. Fuck that, man. And when it's time, man, nigga, so they'll be like, yo, it's like this right here. Ain't nobody talking about going to do nothing to no GDs or no vice lords or none of that, right? Because they know it's gonna be consequences if you say something or do something to these people. We gotta have the same motherfucking protocol for our women and children. Keep your motherfucking mouth and your hands off our people, man. So you niggas that be making videos about our sister, fuck you too, nigga. Y'all need to get on fucking code. Nigga ain't about no fucking views.
That go for these niggas too. That go for these niggas that's out here killing our boys and all that shit too, nigga. We riding up on y'all niggas too.
That's right.
We riding up on y'all motherfuckers too. Y'all got them out here killing. Y'all got them killing niggas, man. We got them. That shit over with, man.
Niggas is weak as fuck. How we having this conversation about, well, we ain't gonna do nothing to them when they do something to us? What? This brother just stepped on your shoe accidentally, you killed him, but motherfucker punch your mama, you gotta have a meeting. Fuck out of here, bro. You niggas is weak as fuck, bro. I'm never gonna respect this shit ever in life, ever. I'm never gonna respect you bitch ass niggas ever in life, ever. That's how I feel about it, man. We gotta wait on everybody, every time everybody could do something to us. Why they don't do nothing to Chinese people? Have y'all seen them punch a Chinese person or Arab? You wanna know why they don't? Because they know them men are going to protect the honor of their women.
They know what the fuck they do. They know if they put a news bill out on one of them doing something to some Arab, it's going to be a fucking problem. They already know it.
Yeah, so I ain't having it, bro. I'm not having it, man. Keep y'all motherfucking mouths right, man. respect these sisters at all times, even if they disagree with you. We're online. They ain't punched you. They ain't did. You're men. Niggas running around here acting like kittens. Straight the fuck up, bro. Like with everything that we talk about, like we don't see enough fucking stand-up men out here, bro. Like, and that's what we're talking about. They're not you honorable. We're not you a sturdy ass man, and that's not what we fucking saying. We saying kittens, pet ass niggas around here. You lap dogs. When you gonna fucking be a man? Like, so we won't have these issues. We won't have to worry about these things happening because somebody gonna be like, well, damn, if I even argue back with this sister, I might get fucked up. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Let alone watching them get beat up on a bus, filming it. So they say the police is looking for the dude that filmed the sister get beat up. I mean, got shot by the cops. Yeah, we should be looking for him. Fuck is you sitting there filming for? I'm not. Y'all think, bro? I put this on every fucking. I don't have to know the sister. I can just be driving down the street and see some shit. I'm pulling the fuck over, getting out, and stomping a mud hole. I don't have to know. The sister could be dead fucking wrong. It don't matter. Nigga, I'm on code. I'm not gonna stop and film it. Oh, she getting beat up. Oh, look. Oh, wow. What did she do? She got weave in. Oh, she buys weave. Oh, she should get beat up. But, come on, bro. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. You niggas need to stop being bitches. I'm gonna say that. And I'm gonna say this again, it ain't about views, it ain't about none of that shit, because the most effective channels don't got all them views. Because niggas don't want they don't want the motherfucking solutions. They don't want to hear the solutions, right? That's like when I used to listen to Dr. Sabian before I was still eating chicken and meat and shit, right? I wasn't eating red meat, but I thought I was still healthy. But every time I listen to Dr. Sabian, Dr. Layla Africa, somebody, right? I'd be like, God damn, I can't eat broccoli no more. You know what I mean? So it was always something, right? So that's just that thing. So you get to the point where you don't even want to listen to these guys because every time you hear them, they're gonna tell you something that you don't want to give up, that you don't want to like. But your spirit gotta be right. That's all we talk about, bro. We just talk about being spiritually in tune, man, with the universe, bro. And if you motherfuckers don't know that attacking your women is a part of war, is a part of punking your punk ass, putting you as a bitch, nigga, sitting down. Nigga, that's how I gotta talk to y'all, right? Bro, they punking you. They making you look like a bitch. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna sit down and pee or you gonna stand the fuck up like a man? Because you won't die anyway. So why don't you die for some fucking honor, man? You niggas will die over shoes, die over colors of a hat tilted a certain way, but you won't die over your mama? And everybody's your mama. That's your mama, nigga. Pamela Turner is your mama, nigga. I got a problem with this, bro. I'm not. It's like I feel like they put us in a position where they think that we, where they just gonna hope they're not gonna do nothing about it, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going with this? They know we'll do something about it. They know motherfuckers will go all out for this shit, right? Because it has happened. You got Michael Johnson, you got Cosmo, you got brothers that say fuck it, right? Now I think it's a different strategy than that. I don't agree with that strategy. Y'all follow me? And we can talk offline about that. But acting like men. That's what we got to talk about. The sisters are waiting for that. That's what every strong sister I've ever met, shout out to the Copper Empress Hobart in the building, you know, they want a stronger man. They don't want a weak. Y'all think a strong sister want a weak ass man?
So can I be the devil's advocate?
Why would you want that? Peace, sister. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. So as you said, because it's to me it's two sides of a coin. It's societal, and it's the facts. You know what I'm saying? So from a societal standpoint, okay, I hear you. On the facts, on the ethereal being, the spirit body, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the separation from man or woman, black to white, husband or wife? Are we talking about these titles, or are we talking about on a human aspect? Should I just expect you to be a decent human? Not that you have to be a strong man. Should you just be a strong human? And that's my question. And it's also, is role versus either way it go, because the same way that men talk about their women, we talk about our men. That's why every time I get on the panel, I let y'all know I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. But it's also the same. Black women will tear that man down so quick. Down. I've seen women break men down to the point where they're walking around with no pockets. That's a thing. So no, it's not even the fact that I want to have a weak man. It's the fact that I just want to have a good human around me.
Right. Sis, what you mean no pockets though? I don't get that terminology. What does that mean?
You ain't got no pockets. You ain't got no money, bro.
Oh, okay. I got
you. You got what I was saying. She got the wallet. She running. You see what I'm saying? Like you ain't got no pockets. That means you ain't got no wallet. You ain't got no pictures. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing, so you don't need no pockets. Like
so you like a little boy. The little boys don't have wallets and pockets and stuff. They don't have a wallet, right?
Right, but why a grown man out here walking around like that at 40? That's 50.
Oh shit. Nah, yeah, that won't work for me. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, look, that's the same thing though. That's why men. Hold on, let me say something real quick. That's why men out here doing the things that they do for women. Because the only reason why men do the shit that they doing is for women, right? Because they know that they ain't got no money, and most of these niggas can't get no jobs. So this what got these niggas out here in the streets hustling and shit, trying to get money because the job money don't look like the hustle money. The hustle money look better than the nigga who working. You feel me? Because that nigga working week to week, and he coming home goddamn fucked up and still having to pay bills, while the nigga out there standing on the block making that bag, he got a nice wallet, and he doing all the wrong shit. Just like them, they selling all the poison to the people in the world, and they got a big ass bag. That's why everybody thinking that that's the shit that is to do. That's how they controlling us, because they give other niggas a bag. Say a nigga like LeBron. A nigga like LeBron don't want to boycott money. A nigga like Jay-Z or Lil Wayne, them niggas not gonna be down with boycotting money. They're not gonna be down with a boycott about a bag where everybody who was lower than them can be at an equal place with them right now, because we all standing on the same fucking level ground, and that money is faker than the motherfucker, and a nigga don't want to go to work and slave for no motherfucker body to get a fake ass money with them white folks all in their money, because them the only white people who control the niggas at the end of the day, and they controlling everybody. They want so much control that their money is ruled around the world. They got the biggest money around the world. Their money is motherfucking 7 goddamn dollars more than any other money across the world. And they go over there at other parts of the land and they push their punk ass dollar bill on everybody. But they want, I want a nigga to have a bag. This is what's wrong with these niggas and these women out here. Cause y'all want to look at a nigga with this material shit. If he ain't got a material game, you think that goddamn bag is worth the riches that I'm giving you for your mind right now? This shit is unlimited. But you'd rather go pay a preacher some of your bag to tell you some bullshit than listen to this free shit. That's all you got to do is pay attention. You ain't even got to have a bag. All you got to do is have a mind and be open to the fucking information. But nah, you want a nigga to go get a bag. I done had a bag. You know how many bags I had? How many scallywags that come with their bag? That I don't even want to deal with these money hungry ass scallywags. When a nigga got that bag and I'm riding around here and you treated me like shit when I ain't have shit, and I just told you this was a front. I'm just wanting to see how you was gonna act like this before I showed you everything that I had, before I let you know this the type of shit that you really want. It's motherfucker hungry ass motherfuckers. I can make material shit. Material is bullshit. That shit is matter that doesn't matter. Facts. What the fuck I say about a bag? Oh, I say goddamn boycott money. But laugh at about a wallet. The fuck a wallet got to do? That currency can't do shit that I can do. Let me see that currency do something that I can do.
Well, I
don't. Scallywag ass motherfucker, bro. Want a nigga with a bag? You go get your own fucking bag. Don't worry about my bag. You want the motherfucking money? You are the bag and don't even realize it. But you'd rather go get a Louis bag or a goddamn Prada bag with your cash. What you gonna do with the bag? Because that money can't even do shit that you can't do. It can't turn on the electricity. It can't drink a glass of water. It can't do a motherfucking thing. But you want me to go spend my life working for some motherfucking money with a white man face on it. Who got control over my life? Fuck that shit.
Yo, Huey.
Fuck that shit.
Yo, Huey. I don't.
Yeah, man, my bad.
No. You definitely right, man. You know, and just to be real with y'all, you know, like I've been so fucking militant, man, that to my own detriment. Y'all understand my point? Like, nah, fuck that. I ain't doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with the white man. No shape, form, or fashion. I'm only gonna deal with my people. And that was financially destructive. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the right strategy, especially in this where we at right now, because no matter what we're talking about, I'd rather have $1 billion fiat dollars than not have those fiat dollars, and to be able to use those $1 billion fiat dollars to be able to move mountains. You understand what I'm saying? Move people in direction that they might not necessarily want to go, but because I have $1 billion fiat dollars, right? So I don't know if I just necessarily agree with that. You know, I've been there, trust me. Like I told you before, in real life, I really was living that life. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that was the best thing, you know what I'm saying? Because our people don't support each other. We don't want to see each other grow. We don't want to work for each other. When I had employees, like, yo, they wanted to treat me differently than they would go treat the Caucasian man that they were working for. That's what I'm saying? We don't want to build with each other. We don't want to see the next king or shit king.
Hey, if it's about a bag, I agree with you, bro. But if it's about a bag, check this out, my G. If it's about a bag and I know that I'm going to get a bigger bag for doing more shit when I ain't really doing no harm, what you think I'm finna do then?
So you say you're going to get a bigger
when
bag?
I know it ain't no such thing as good or bad or no right or no wrong, right? Because I'm going in my mind. I don't fuck with nobody else think. I'm doing the fuck I want to do. I go get me a bag then. I go get me a pack and go push a block and go tell all the young niggas how to run a block then. Then I'm going to do the same shit because it's all about $1. Nigga don't give a fuck what they gonna do about $1. Guess what? When the dollar comes away, go take the boy Huey out. He talking too much shit. Go take the boy out. They go do it for $1. Money hungry niggas.
Yeah.
Huey, what's that accent, bro? When you go in, you that accent come out, man. Where you from? Where that from, bro? Where from, brethren?
Huh?
Where that accent
Say
come
that
from?
again?
Where that accent come from?
I created because I didn't want, when they run up on me, right? I don't want them to think that I'm just American. So I just go back, I go talk crazy to them motherfuckers so they don't know who the fuck I am. You know? Why they all about my algorithm all the time. I switch my shit up because I ain't creative enough to do it, you know?
Okay.
Now, most people don't know their own dialect or what they tongue they speak anyway. So I just changed my own fucking shit and create my own self. You know, I advance and ascend my own self. I am getting the big aunt. Why I change my name when I say Kapan? You know? You
Let
like
me
that
ask a
shit, don't
question.
you, God?
That's interesting.
Let me ask a question.
You like that shit, huh, God?
Yes, sir. I say he goes when he goes.
I know, man. We gotta treat our own dialect. Look, when we walk in a place, right? We're walking to Chinese, or when people walk in a restaurant, or you walk around, you deal with a Mexican, and you ask them for something in Spanish. They can talk to you. I mean, in English, they can talk to you and say, "Yes, I understand," but only a little bit English. And then they go talk to their people and go, "I don't understand," whatever that fuck they say, and you don't know what the fuck they saying if you don't know their language. So if we had a tongue, and I just know that my people around me know my vibration, so I can say what the fuck I want to say, and they'll figure it out, and then I explain it to them in English. And they say, "Oh, that's what you said." I say, "Yeah."
Hey, peace, sis. The sis had a question.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, sis. Go ahead, sis. My bad. But yeah,
No,
that's
you
how you got to
good.
change up on
You
the ass.
good.
Man.
You always free to talk and say whatever is on your heart. You know that. I'm
No,
here
you
on
good.
your
Go
channel,
ahead.
baby. Like,
No,
so
you
I'm asking. This is a law of attraction question. No, this is a law of attraction question. So Huey, so everybody on this panel and everybody in the chat, we are not money hungry people. We're not material people because we understand the deeper meaning of life. Yes.
Facts.
I know that. I ain't talking about my people in the chat. I know my chat is on vibrational shit. I know. I ain't talking about us.
But if you had $1 million, you would do so much good with that money. Yes.
Of course.
So per the rules of the laws of attraction, why would it naturally not be given to those who would do the most good? That's my question. Per the laws of attraction, why would the money not be gifted to someone who's going to do so much good and sow so much good in the world and help so many people heal and feed so many people and give people water and give people education and technology? Why would it not naturally be attracted to those people? Instead, you have people who win the lottery who are in complete assholes and they're selfish.
Because it's not money is not set up for that. That's what we're losing at, because we thinking about good or bad. It's not a good or a bad. We separate the good from the bad, and we think that we deserve more because we're being better or we're doing this. Nah, it's not about that. It's about just getting energy. It was created to control a frequency, and you got to be tapped into it. So money is really a material thing, right? And money controls all materials. Material is a low vibrational thing, whether you like it or not. You feel me?
So we
because
can't
the way
attract
that they got the world right now, they're controlled by material things. They praise material. Like what it is you are protect. Not you. What I'm saying is people will fucking praise money more. They value money more than the energy of people. With me, I'd rather fair exchange. I'd rather just me and you build right now. No, even swindle. You know what I'm saying? And if you need a house built, I'm gonna come build it. Say you got some land, right? Right? I ain't got no land, which all the land is mine, right? See, but people don't realize that all of this shit is yours. There's way more land out here that's enough for everybody. Facts. They just got us goddamn into a controlled environment. And they control the environment with their money. That is the operation. That's what it's operated about. So right now we are in a big, like a big compound, a big work field. And we're being controlled by the work system. Because the only way that we think that we're going to survive is to work through the work system. So we do it from the time that we're old enough to work until we die. But we didn't realize before we had to work, we was already living on earth without making a dollar. You know how long you live before you make a dollar?
That's right.
You know how much shit you did before you made a dollar.
Yo, hey Huey, you know what's crazy, right? Once again, it goes back to mind state, which I was talking about first, right? If we had the same mindset as Asians who come over here dirt, dusty, poor, but who work together, right? Work together, do whatever the hell they got to do, stay 10 in the house, it don't matter, whatever they got to do to get to the next level, that's what they did. They had a plan, 30-year plan, 40-year plan, or whatever. And now you see what's going on in your city, right? So we have to have the same mentality. It cannot be that we think about Gucci as soon as we get a bag. We have to start supporting each other, and we got to have you know, like, okay, like it's not really like a boycotting situation or whatever. It's just about being about who's supporting you. Asian people boycott you. White people boycott you. You understand this? You already being boycotted. So you're just doing the same thing that they're doing. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. Nobody's gonna come lynch you for taking care of you and your people. This is what we talk about. We will have millionaires instantly if we just support each other, right? Shout out to Miss Mohawk, man, originaltribalwear.com, man. Go get y'all some feathers, get y'all headbands, some t-shirts or something, man, hat. Oh man, she got some great products over there. It'd be right on your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Salute to that sister, but we are building businesses, right? And we just need the support of the people. Sometimes it's not even about money. It's about tuning in. You understand?
Hey, what's good, family?
Brother out here is dropping it right here. Y'all go do it. And Huey, if you got to go out every day, you out talking to people, pick their phone up and push subscribe and they shit, bro. You got to do what you got to do. Put posters and flyers out in your town. Like, yo, I'm Huey, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? My point, bro, like, we got to take this thing to the next level. If niggas is really serious about this, bro, nigga, I could have 2 people talking to them for hours. I'm going to teach for hours to them 2 people if I got to. Y'all feel me? So I don't care if it's 17 people, 1,700 people. It has nothing to do with that, right? It has something to do with the information, with you know, you taking this thing to the, you know, to the people. That's what it's about, giving the people the truth. And everybody got to stay in their lane and do what they do, right? So yours might be the street guys. You know what I mean? You can meet them where they at and talk to them where they at. You know what I'm saying? And be able to do it. And I think that's the missing link, the sleeping giant of our people, are the people that everybody push away, call them Pookie and Ray Rays. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the protector right there, right? We gotta have a different type of honor and respect for each other, right? We gotta respect the youngsters the same way they have to show respect too, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's how that go, man. You know, I see a gang of niggas on the corner, I'm not afraid. They're my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I approach it. Now, if it gets outside of, you know, me being a brother, then, you know, I got God walking with me. Y'all follow me? So that's just how that goes, bro. So we can't move like this, man. We got to have a moratorium on hating each other, killing each other, raping, murdering, terrorizing each other, right? We know how to extort each other. We don't know how to extort them. We don't know how to do nothing to nobody else but each other. So we got to stop that. And it's time out for rappers who put genocidal music out. You understand? I'm gonna say this again. It's time out for rappers who put out genocidal music. Right?
Chief, I think you kind of low. They saying you low. See if you can turn your mic up, Chief.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it up.
Yeah, you low. I don't know if you on a headphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, your headset probably low. It was the same way the other day on your show too.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy. They got to get that up, bro, because you dropping them gems, man. We got to get this shit up.
Man,
they saying they got to go.
Yeah, we definitely getting it together, man. Shout out to the people, man.
Yeah, there you go. You better now. That was good right there.
Once again, though, man, it's about us changing our mindset, man. Like, we don't have to hate nobody to start supporting each other. Oh, please, 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 open up a business, man. Please. If we don't know nothing else, that's revolutionary, man. Open up a business and let us know about it, and we will support you. As simple as that. Like, you doing something that, you know, we need product, services, and stuff like that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to support you, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a business, consulting business, the Biz 101.
I'm with that, bro. I'm with that, man. But at the end of the day, when we doing businesses, bro, we're fucking with their funds. You feel me? At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, we funding the damn. We funding the motherfuckers who rendering us. No way around it. Even when we fucking with each other, they're taxing us. They taxing your businesses. It's just this, man. It's ridiculous, bro. What I'm telling you, man. The money is the tip. The money is the number one killer of all the fucking shit, because that's what's got everybody separated. It's the haves against the have-nots, bro, and we cannot catch up with them in that race. And we talking about catching up with them.
We're not allowed.
That's a race that we're not going to catch up in. We got millionaires out here with money. It doesn't help our community, bro.
Why do you think
all the so-called motherfucking black basketball players, football players, all these rappers, all these goddamn motherfuckers with money, man? It's the people out here with money, bro. The money is the fucking problem. This is the reason why they killing Gaddafi and Saddam and all of these motherfuckers, because they realized that they was trying to get away from their money. They gonna push their shit on everybody. It's like, get down and lay down. What we gotta say? Get down and lay down. What everybody say? I hear everybody say it. Get the business. When the fucking business? I have business. I have businesses. Businesses. I make jewels. Look, I paint. I frame. Look, I produce. I rap. I write. I speak. Nigga, all you motherfuckers should get paid for speaking the way they pay a preacher. I talk about space. The space, they pay fucking NASA $52 million a day to tell you about some fake ass space. And you telling me that they can get $52 million a day, and I can tell you more about space between your bone and your goddamn back to the outside of your eyes, to the back of your fucking cataracts, and all of this shit right here, right? And you're going to tell me that we can't fucking get paid for it? What the fuck, man? We can't catch up with them in that race. The only way to beat them with the race is to cut the bullshit off, man. What the fuck we working for? What we doing? What we having a business for if the money is not worth nothing? Y'all tell me that. Am I the only one who know about House Joint Resolution and that fiat is not worth nothing? Because when I equate that to my mind state, I don't want to work for nothing that's fucking nothing, bro. And on top of that, I don't want to be working. I gotta goddamn work and pay out of shit that it was meant for me. I don't want to do it, man. I done did it. I done seen my daddy's daddy work, die, or would leave us with shit, and I got shit to leave you with. What the fuck? The shit that you do leave you with, you'll run out of it quick. If you got goddamn 20 goddamn siblings.
Do you know what we pay for? Why would I pay you for the truth? Why would I pay you for the truth? I'm paying you for a lie. I want that lie. I want that illusion. That is the average mindset of your consumer. That is the average mindset of the people out here that's walking around and materialistic. Why would I pay you for a truth? The truth makes me uncomfortable. I want to be comfortable. Give me that comfortable factor. So give me my processed food. Give me my transportation. Give me my crap job at $9.20 an hour with fake benefits for 40 years until I retire and get a punk ass gold watch. Give me that. Because that's keeping me sane. It is keeping me secure to something. For some people, that is the only thing that keeps them tethered to the earth because they can't understand it. They can't navigate past it and they can't grow past it because they don't start with the basics, which is questioning things. So why would I pay you for the truth when I am out here working for a lie? Why? I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to go spend my money with things that make me comfortable. Not happy. Not give me a piece of security as far as my spirit being attacked, but comfortable. Because that's what we out here doing, living amongst comfort creatures. We know good and darn well we're not supposed to be living in no square building and homes, but we do. Because it's comfortable. I don't want the uncomfortable factor. I don't actually want to live in a dwelling that I'm supposed to be living in and doing the things I'm supposed to be doing with my body because that would there's a considerable amount of energy from myself. Why would I do that? Why would I do that when I go pay a trainer to do that Orange Theory? Why would I do that when I go pay someone to think for me, think for my children? Why would I do that? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you do it and say that that's enough.
And I just want to back up what Sis said earlier about like, yeah, we all know the money ain't worth a fuck. I know that too. I'm with you. It's paper. But at the same time, you with $1,000 is worth more than 100 fucking sheep with $1,000. You get what I'm saying, Huey? You with that, or any of us with the mindset that we have and trying to grow with and moving forward. Any of us with $1,000 is worth more than 100 sheep with $1,000, I think, because you know what to do with it. You trying to do the right thing with it. And grow with it.
You can do with $1,000. Ain't shit you can do with it when you got bills and you got all that shit. What the fuck you gonna do with $1,000? You sitting on $20,000. There's nothing more you can do. I go buy some land. What the fuck I gotta do? I gotta come up with another 20 to build it up. I gotta come up with another goddamn. Come on, man. Come on, man. With all of this shit, it's free, man. It's the land of the free. Y'all not hearing what I'm telling you, man. This shit is free. When they're paying the signature for everything.
But
the fuck, man?
You more or less
they're using your bills. They're using your bills for bonds to get more fucking shit. And you're like, come on, man. They're using your applications at your job to make a bond out of it. Come on, man. Fuck, man. You're crazy. Just tell me it's you serious, man. I understand if I get a business, but what about every fucking body else who's still working for the corporation?
Hey, we always say you change your world first. You can't change all them people. You got to do.
That's why I changed my word. In my word, I say fuck that shit. I've been stopped. I say fuck all of everything. Everyone's been down to me. I don't give a fuck because you know why? I have to go fucking kill me, a nigga. Because a nigga, I go work for a nigga don't pay my little brother just to say the same thing. A nigga just goddamn, he got to argue with a nigga about his money. So then now I have to jeopardize myself to go get a check for a nigga who I done did the work for, bro. You know how many people owe me right now for houses and shit that I done paid? And then I have to go to court and go and pay for a motherfucker and go keep going back and forth to pay my money to go to court.
You gotta spend money to get your money.
Spend some money to get some money. So by the time I get my money, I ain't got shit.
Definitely a vicious game.
It's also the fact that you want to put around.
Right, and go get in a hole. Because every time you go work for a motherfucker and don't get paid, you put yourself in a fucking hole, which is a ditch. They want you dead. That's why I always keep your ass in a fucking hole. but you want to walk around like you're dead. I'm trying to free your mind and your spirit and your soul. You just want to free your mind. You want to give a fuck about your body. Keep your body locked and trapped because you're trapped inside your body. You don't know how to get outside of that and look back at it and operate it from the outside within, not just from the inside out. How you operate the whole world.
But Huey, dropping the dollar in this rat race is unrealistic to most. Like we gotta go toward. Hold on,
that's the only reason why I won't work, and I agree, bro, because I know it's hard for folks to fathom.
Let me get my point across, Huey. Let me get my point. What I was getting to say, like it's hard for us to realistically just drop everything in this rat race with family and people depending on you, but we gotta be more responsible with our dollar. We gotta vote with our dollar. Stop being ignorant consumers. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. You not voting when you go to a poll and vote for the president or governor. You voting when you spend your money. Like you said, we know this money make this thing go round. And all 7 continents, they got different presidents, different religions, but they all run by money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you, Huey, completely. But it's unrealistic.
You just said something real dope. You said we know that money make the world go round, right?
Yeah.
I say that's a fucking fake fallacy because we know this bitch not going around. It's flat. This bitch don't go around.
Okay, and I would say
this motherfucker going around. Hold on, let me say something. That's what they said. That money make the go around because they say that's what's going to keep it rotating. No, bitch, it's not even rotating. But once you come to that truth, you throw away all of their shit, and you know that their currency is fake. How the fuck you, man? Don't tell me it's hard for me to get away from goddamn working, right? When the money can't do shit, they making me pay for air, electricity when it's free. My boy One World got the free electricity. All we got to do is step out on our own. I'm already close enough. So me and my mindset, I'm not letting no one take me away from this. I'm gonna fuck with no one else do. I'm getting away from this shit. I'm getting the fuck away from this shit.
That's part of voting with your dollar. If you take your dollar and go buy stuff to make free energy, that's part of voting with your dollar. That's what I mean by that.
Man, this shit is all out here. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to go take $1 to pay for shit.
And Huey, I know the world don't spend, right now, but besides the little bit of people on YouTube, the programming is the money makes this world go round. Go talk to your cousins and your brothers and see how the world makes them.
They're all with the program, vegan. They're not going to get away. Look, the same thing you're saying, right, is the programming, right? Because the programming that they're attached to is driver license. They're not going to stand up for their stuff in court. They're not going to do none of the fucking shit. They're not going to do none of the sort because they don't see the shit is true. They're still going to say that they're black. They're attached to all that shit. They put that shit on their ID. They're going to do all of the same shit, bro. They're going to say that the white man is controlling them. They're going to say all the same shit, bro. Do you hear me, bro? That is attached with all of that shit, bro. All of that shit is all attached with all of that control, bro. That's no doubt. Fucking fact, bro.
No doubt. And look, and you not, and this is my point.
Look, this is what I'm saying. The point of it is, if we truth seekers, right, I don't want to talk no more shit about no truth. If a nigga gonna tell me this is the same thing, well, if that's the case, bro, you telling me that, that's me knowing that this food ain't no good for me. So I might as well go eat meat and not be a foodivore and not none of that shit then because that's the system.
That's not the same thing. I disagree.
It is because you're dealing with what they're told you, bro.
That's a crazy
You're dealing with the masses is looking at. The masses is looking like they don't want to do it. So you saying, well, shit, because they're not going to do it, we got to go work within the system that's fucked up and not stop the system. We have to be the ones that, this is what I said, we got to be the ones who got there walking out with our head out on the limb.
Because Martin Luther King said the most important thing. Martin Luther King had the most famous part of his speech, and most of us never heard it. Does anybody know what that is? Anybody?
What, he led us into a burning building?
He led us into a burning building from which there is no escape. He understood the impacts of integration because that's what he was saying. Instead of us doing this, what we really should have been doing was pulling together our own communities, getting our own shit, and that's why they killed him. They didn't kill him because of us being unified for a political reason. It killed us because he killed it because of us being unified for economical reason. That was the threat. That and that alone. So you're right. It's a lot of things that we're supposed to have better control over because, like you said, we've been bartering all the way up until World War I. We were barterers. Whether it was a cash system or not, whether it was gems, rupees, coins, dollar bill, we still bartered because we have been doing that forever. Let me give you something I can give you with my own hands that I made with my own hands, or I grew with my own hands, or I sold with my own hands, or I killed with my own hands because that had value. They don't have value in a commercial system. So it takes all of that away. And unless we are going to build a community that is individually ours to where we are adhering to these rules and not the rules of normal society, that part's not going to change. The only way that you can do anything is by being disruptive, which is to not spend your money with them. Don't spend your money.
Hey, Fat Vegan, would you mind
I don't know
continuing
what
what
happened.
you
They
were
just
saying?
cut off or what happened?
Say it again.
Two people got cut out, and I was really interested in what Fat Vegan was saying. The sister, she had a lot of good things she was saying, but I think it was related to what Fat Vegan was saying. So I'm just chiming in there because I think they were along the same lines. Am I right, Vegan?
I kind of agree with you and her. Like it's just hard to it's unrealistic. I'm trying to say like we woke to the paper being nothing, but we still have loved ones that's all the way asleep. So you got to be the example, with voting with your dollar, and they got to see it consistently. You got to walk in the light we screaming on. And Huey is one who do that. I give him that big ups. You know what I mean? And it's just like that though. That's the best way I can put it. We got to kind of walk in the light that we want to be. But we can't just say that and not do it. We can't be the person that scream about vote with your dollar then be out spending it on reckless stuff.
But then you have the opposite happen. And that goes back to the original argument I made a couple of weeks ago. We will sit and do things like build our own commerce and then sell it to them. We will sit and do things
that go back to what you were saying about the money. That go back to the programming with the money, no doubt.
Using our people, we can go to Black-owned businesses and then we do stuff with Black-owned businesses that we don't do with other businesses. Oh, I'll pay you later. I owe you money. I bring this back. Or hey, let me trade that. Or can I get a discount? That's what we wound up doing. The greatest example I ever went through was when I helped my cousin start her business. I asked her for one thing. I didn't ask her for no painting. I didn't ask her for anything tangible like that. All I told her was, once you get established, generate me some business. Send people my way. Because the same way you just started your business, other people are going to want to start their business. I helped you. You helped me. That's what I asked. Here we are. 3 years later, she went from an online store that I helped build, website I helped build, her point of sale system I helped build. I gave her an actual credit and savings plan as to how she could get a brick and mortar store. 3 years later, she has a brick and mortar store. Guess what? She ain't sent one person my way. She ain't mentioned my name one time. She ain't sent one email. She didn't even send a thank you card. That's what our people do. So how do you get past that? You sit here trying to do the right thing that you firmly believe so you can make a greater impact and be the example, and then that happens.
And always, I will say that your vibe tribe is not necessarily your blood. It's the people who are on the same frequency with you, whether you grew up with them or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that we got to let go too, because we holding on to them loved ones. But really, what we holding on to is holding on to us, regardless of what it is, whether it's money or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially loved ones, because a lot of times they're not on the frequency we on, but we love them so, and we, you know what I mean? We understand and we get it. So we try to lower our frequency to theirs and try to, you know what I mean? And match theirs. Like, and look, prime example is like what you just did. She wasn't on the frequency you was on, so the love wasn't reciprocated at all. You know what I mean?
But it was supposed to have been on the same frequency and on, because I didn't come to you offering you help. You came to me because you said, I don't know this. And that's how think tanks are supposed to work. That's how community and cooperation is supposed to work. You fill in the blanks. You do what I don't know, and I do what you don't know. We were in a good space. And from us both coming from the slums the way that we did, yeah, you don't think that that's sitting here hurts me when I'm sitting here watching her push $150,000 car and I got a broke down van sitting outside and you can't say hi?
And a
But
lot
it
of the
ain't just
times,
her being family. I do that for anyone that I feel is vibing with me or on the actual right page. I didn't do that just so she could be successful. I did that so she could set an example as a Black woman. That's what I did it for.
right?
And
And a
that
lot,
she missed.
and a lot of the
Hey,
time, only time will tell if they're on the frequency. They can make it, they can cushion it up and sound good to the first thought and put it in a good envelope and package it well. But only time will show if they're on that frequency, you know, Victoria. And as you
hey,
see,
y'all hear me?
go ahead. Yeah, bro.
Hey, wouldn't the end game be to be off grid though?
Say that again.
The end game, like say you reach the goal, wouldn't be the off grid?
Yeah, being completely off grid or creating our own grid.
Not
We
not
are the
being
grid. We can't get off the
self-sufficient.
grid.
But
Being
sooner or
more or
later
less
you have to drop the
self-sufficient.
money.
I would
Oh
use
yeah,
the
yeah,
word
yeah.
self-sufficient
Definitely.
better than off grid.
Creating our own grid, guys. Creating our
Yes,
own grid, you know?
being self-sufficient, you know, because once you start depending on anything or anyone, you are susceptible to deceit. You know what I'm saying?
Cool, but is there like a step plan for that? All right, has anybody made like a say cost this out with your money, how to spend the money towards getting off grid type living?
That's kind of hard to do because everybody got their own living circumstances with family members
Or would
and
it be like based on your own like say level of living, like how much you willing to sacrifice?
no doubt that would have to go with your frequency and stuff. Once you raise that and get the truths behind the real resources, everything else will fall in place.
Cool, I got you.
And money is not the real resource, you know. I agree with you completely. But we was put in this rat race and you can't just drop everything because part of the universe giving you responsibilities is you gotta hold up them responsibilities with them loved ones. So if that takes money, it might take money. But the universe gave you them people for a reason to take care of. So if you just stop because money is the issue, you're not following through with the universal laws. Because them people
But
depend on you.
say if you get some land, all you need like now is to grow your own food.
Yeah, being
So you
self-sufficient,
don't need money no more.
no doubt.
And can I say something? Because I have a couple of friends who have started their own centers, like community centers, right? But they call them cultural centers because they're all inclusive. They're not just for one people, you know, but they're for all people because they're trying to educate the children, and it's really about them. So what happened is that they opened up their center, and it was a great opening, and everybody was really excited that they had got to do this because it's a mixed group of people that got this together, right? Come to find out, the owners or the powers that be of that building said they had to shut down and kicked them out, like after their first opening. But instead of packing up shop and saying, okay, well, what now? That was our center. They painted the inside. I mean, they put so much money, work, I mean, sweat, tears, everything, right? And I seen the process. Well, they didn't give up though. What they did is they went to the next venue because they had all these shows booked already. They had Midnight coming. They had people from over, from internationally coming. They had all these different artists coming already. So what they did is they said, you know what? And the community came through because it's a small community. This is where I used to live. It's a small community. The community came through in the old venue that they used to do their shows in, open their doors and say, hey, this is your center too. And they didn't discriminate. They did not discriminate, although there has been a lot of discriminations within the venue because there were issues that it had been in the paper and everything about I hate this word, but about race, right? People were
Right.
feeling offended because some of the bouncers, they were being, like this woman, she got thrown out and she was, she was copper colored and it was this whole big thing. But there's mixed people out there. So instead of, I mean, I see this from example, right? And instead of them saying, you know what, we're just going to give up or not go forward with what we already started, we're going to continue, because they're always going to try and take that away from us, because my sisters, she's half Chata, she's half Hawaiian. Okay, so my mix, I'm so mixed from the Carolinas to California to South America to all the way to Canada. So for when I hear, my heart hurts, because I'm like, we're all in this together. We're all on this. When we're in the Americas, we're all in this together. I'm sorry. It's not, we didn't say, hey, Europe, come over here, or Spain, come over here and come, do this to our ancestors. We, as the descendants of our ancestors, did not want that. We did not choose that, but we have to live it, and we have to educate our children. I have 2 small children, and that is my prime purpose for being a part of these communities, for being a part of these discussions, and at times I am intimidated because I'm not fully one race or ethnicity. I'm a mix, a mash of mix. And I know, and I know a lot about my mix, even though they try to keep that information away from me. I kept asking my family, and I found out. I didn't find out details and names and this and that, but I know enough. And then all this education and all this information that that all these you guys' platforms, it's great and it's amazing, and we have to continue to be keep the youth in the back of our minds, because they're the ones that are coming up under us. They're the ones that are seeing their parents, speak like this, and all this influence that we're getting, pushing it onto them. So I wanted to ask the sister who had the who helped her sister on the business. I'm just curious, like, did you and her discuss your aspirations as far as like why you were lending her the money? Like, did you give her, like, because what you said to us was, I wanted her to make an example, right? You wanted her to be an example. You wanted her to make an example, which is great. Like, but did she know that? You know what I mean? Like, was she on board with that, or was she kind of, she have different reason, different purpose for her starting her business?
No, she knew. She was well aware, because just like any other person I put hands on or touch or bless, they know. I will always tell you my intention, whether it's maleficent or not. I will tell you. If I'm about to hit you in the face, I'm one of those people. I'm about to hit you in the face and fuck you up. That's me. So it's the vice versa. If I'm going to help you, like what I'm about to tell you verbatim is what 99% of people hear out of my mouth. You ready? If I'm about to help you, my time is not free. That doesn't mean you have to pay me. What it means is, don't waste my time. Reciprocate it well and utilize it the way you said you were going to utilize it. And I will help you. I will help you to the fullest. If I have it, you have it. Period. Yeah. So you tell me what it is you need, and together we will get our goal. But in particular, her case, I told her, I am doing this so that all of our little cousins, the kids, everyone in the community who know our auntie, grandma, uncles, all of that, you get to be an example for them, something different. You get to be a pillar for that. I told her this, and she knows that I don't take that lightly. Yeah. Not for a person who worked very hard to become a pillar in her community herself, and not just my community in Kansas, the community in St. Louis, the community in Indiana, the community in California, wherever my feet has touched the ground, I make sure I leave a positive trace that I was here. So I don't play those games about that. You're talking to someone who has sat here and grown food to help the homeless and feed the community, and then turned around and found out it was a problem that I was giving people fresh vegetables, and we had to turn around and teach them how to cook it. Then gave them a cookbook on how to cook it, and they can continue. Do you see what I'm saying? I did one thing. I ran into a problem. I stuck to my goal. I fixed the problem. We got the best end result we could get. But I apply that to anything I put my hands on. I was in California. I was there to get my daughter medically diagnosed. I had to go 2-3 different places before I could get settled. Upon settling, I decided while I was here, this is what I'm going to do. I want to work in a transition house, and I don't want to just work there. I want to work there. I want to live there so that they're comfortable with me enough to open up with me about what they need. When I came in that door, I didn't know those women. I didn't know their problems. I didn't know what problem they were just getting hit with as far as state and welfare and DFS. I didn't know all of that when I came in the door. When I left, I knew all of that and their dreams. I gave them every piece of information I can give them to be successful women, so that they were not identified by their rapists, so that they were not identified by the man who chose to hit them. That does not build you. That's not who you are. You take all that anger, baby, and you turn it into something beautiful and manifest anything you want, because it starts with the thought. It's your intention. It trumps everything. I always teach people that if you really want to change your life, you can change your life in 60 days. You can go from being homeless to a baller in 60 days if you really want to. And I firmly believe that, because I've done it and I've given other people the method to do it. And out of all of those people that I've blessed, I've only seen 5 out of hundreds actually do the things they set up goals and went out to go do in the world. 5. 2 of them was teenagers. 2 of them was adult. She was the last out of this whole process. It's just out of everybody that I helped recently in the last 10 years. She was the last. And she was the most disappointed. Because you came and I gave you what you needed. What I gave you cost money. You better believe that. Because you have to pay for a financial advisor. You have to pay to get someone to reevaluate these things with you and help you make up budgets and help you set. You have to pay for that if you don't know how to do that. You don't have to do that. That's the same thing as why I say some husbands can't afford their wives. Can you afford a cook? Can you afford a nanny? Can you afford a chef? Can you afford all of these things? Because you get all of those things with that one woman. If she truly humbly loves you and loves herself and her household, you'll get all of that, baby. And it's $3.99. So no, she knew. I helped her every way I could so that she could help herself and turn around and reach somebody and back and get somebody else out. Because again, we're from St. Louis. That's how you're supposed to do. Get yourself out, then turn around, go get somebody else out. That's street code. Real talk.
Is this? Can I just? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I really hear. I hear a CEO right here. I hear a CEO, future CEO. I don't know if you are a CEO, but you. It sounds like. I don't want you to ever stop doing what you're doing. Like, don't let that one woman or sister, cousin, discourage you. What you're doing is what we should be doing as females. Is she still there? Oh yeah. You're such a great example to I can't even put it into words because you put it so the way you put it is the way it is. And to me, on my ears, I hear CEO. I hear someone who can run her own business and other businesses. That's what you're doing. It's just, we're doing it like an underground type thing. You're doing it like an underground where you don't need to have that recognition of, oh, I'm the CEO, but this is how I run. This is how I run things.
And I do run a business. Have I run tangible businesses? Yes, I have. But do you know what my business is? My business is you. My business is the person next to you. My business is all of these people out here who want to cultivate something greater. You are my business. You are my task. You are my job. If I don't do my job, I'm going to get fired, huh? I don't know about you, but I don't want to get fired by the universe.
I like that. I like that
a lot. Hell yeah.
Hey, let me welcome Jordash and my boy Tylem to the panel, man. Appreciate y'all brothers for coming on in, man.
Yeah, man.
Nikki's on the panel.
Oh yeah, Nikki C, what's up? Goddess, I'm tripping, man. I ain't saying no goddess. I'm tripping.
I was like,
To the goddess, Nikki C in the building, HOTC. We got the
What's
sisters
up,
in the
Nikki?
building. We in the building, man. We ahead of the class right here, man. That's what the HOTC is, man. We the house of the true consciousness, and we are the head of the class. This is what's really going on out here, man. This shit is really popping over here, man.
Hey,
We aboriginal everything. You know?
HOTC
You
2.0.
good, Ty?
Hey, you can hear me? You can hear me, Hugh?
Hey, Huey,
Yeah,
did you ever figure out who blocked me and shit? I don't know the Jordan
Can I
dude.
figure
That's
out
why I
who
was
what
thinking of
drop?
him. I said you ain't never
You said
figured
that I
out who
figure out who?
blocked me and shit. Said the only person I ain't
I
know
don't
is
know
the
you
Jordan cat. So you might want to watch him. I don't know.
Hey, yo, Huey, man. Y'all crazy, bro.
No, for real. So it's somebody on the panel blocked me. I ain't know who it was.
Yo,
Oh no,
man,
I
check
ain't
this
blocked
out,
nobody.
man. I
Oh, okay. My bad.
earlier when you was talking about that money situation, man, I feel you 100% on that, man. Like our creator didn't make no damn money, so what the fuck we using it for, man?
Gotta grow our own food, boss. That's all it come down to. You need land. Once you get the land, you should be set after that, dude.
Yeah, man. Like that, man. We don't supposed
Man,
to
he
use
gave you
money for
everything
no
that you need,
man.
man. When you came out here, the
Buying
only
shit
land that you
like
can
that, man.
control,
Go ahead.
yeah, man, the only land you can control or have ownership under is the one that you're standing on. You can't
Yeah,
control nothing but the land up under your feet, man. That's what I'm telling you. So real shit, man. And you're
fact.
supposed to be able to go anywhere and you want to go. When you
Yep.
own some shit, you want to keep coming back to it to check on it to see how it's doing. You got to take care of it. You got to cut the grass. You got to keep it maintained. It's your
Yep.
responsibility.
Yep. You so right, man. Like you said, we can go anywhere we want to go, man. This creator made this place for every fucking living organism in this world. You can't tell me, hey, don't walk over here. This my earth. Get the fuck out of my face. You feel me? Like this is my house. This is my earth, man. You
But that
can't
don't
tell me
sound
how
like
to walk.
America, though.
Let me ask you guys about land tax. What land tax versus renting? Now, which do you prefer? Because I heard that land tax could be so much more than rent your mortgage. So this is where they put us in a loop. Who owns land right now? Who has land? Who's paying land tax? Who knows about this? Because I
That's
don't.
still a
And I
form of
asked you.
slavery. Once you be in tax, that's some form of slavery at some degree.
Yep, exactly. It is.
everything
Either
we
you
doing.
paying the tax up front, you paying the land tax, or you're going to pay the tax on your taxes, or you're going to pay the tax at the end of the year. If you own the property, you still got to pay the state tax. You're going to pay it one way or another. So as far as, I feel like what she asking is the lottery question. Do you do the lump sum or do you do the slow payments? Which one is better?
Shit,
Percentage wise.
I can tell you like this, like my boy Huey always say, man, cut the fucking head of the snake off. Stop the money situation. Because we talk about it too much, like it's like we know it's a daily routine or whatever, but we gotta make it not a daily routine. Like we gotta make that shit invisible, like we don't even know what it is. Like what the fuck is money, nigga? We need something else. We need these resources like what y'all got. We need what y'all have. Oh, we gonna take it. You know, like you said, if someone's starving, man, and you sitting there with a bowl of food in their face, man, sitting there fucking with them and shit like that, they gonna beat your ass and take your food, man. That's just straight up. That's a human instinct.
Yeah, right, man. Yeah, right. We're gonna take our shit, bro.
You gonna beat your
Look,
ass
I
and
tell
take
you
your
this,
shit.
right?
I just give homeless people knowledge. That's what they need.
If the creator made the earth, right?
Yep.
Right? How much did he charge? Who the fuck was the person to start? How much did he charge to buy a piece of? Fuck started charge, man. Look, man, I don't understand this. How the fuck he gonna? You think he wanted to? He was gonna pay. He gave everybody the world and everything in it.
Yep.
You gotta realize he gave you the world, bro.
Yep.
He gave you your own fucking world, bro. He didn't give you America. He didn't give you goddamn just your body.
That's
you
what I'm
that
saying.
you
Like,
just is a piece of body, man.
Why don't we look at purchasing an island? Like, why don't we look at purchasing an island
That's what I'm saying. You can't purchase an island. That's just like, how can you purchase? Someone can buy half of the earth.
That would take unity.
Trust, I know how to squat. Trust, I know how to squat. But what I'm saying is that when you really want to go to the farming, the agriculture, the building, all of that, what I mean, under the radar, we'd have to build our own government on that island. I'm just saying, how do we separate? How does the grid get off of the grid?
We gotta
If
overthrow
it's not
them.
about unity, you're wasting your time. If you're not uniting with everybody,
You
every
gotta
way,
The
it's
earth,
just a waste
look.
of
the
time.
earth ain't
You
supposed to
can't
be
just
for
go
sale
buy
though,
no
period.
and stay on
But
it.
No,
We
that's
gotta take over,
conceptual,
man.
of
I
You
would
gotta
course.
say,
beat their ass.
yo, can
You
y'all hear
just
me?
gotta take over like they did. Like my boy Bro Sanchez say, man, these people ain't do that shit nice. They didn't come buy nothing. They came and slaughtered and took shit. So that's what we gotta do. Or just lay the fuck down.
Lay
That's just
down or
simple,
lay
man.
down.
Well, how can we slaughter them with their own swords?
Right.
You know,
Easy,
They the ones
man.
that own the army. The
Hey,
army is not gonna listen to me.
Huey, that idea that you be talking about all the time, but we don't do nothing for a week and shit like that, give it to him real quick, man.
I did all these people. They with it, man. I think we all with it, but it's hard. It ain't. We need more. You feel me?
Yeah,
We gotta
we
really
need a
push
lot.
at this shit for all this month. Anybody who are the content creator, who doing any content, man, y'all gotta push the boycott for our independence. What's the point of it, right? Just for 1 week. So the point of it is to buy some time from now to then to be able to set it up so you don't have to lose your job. I don't want everyone to lose their jobs. Bad as I do want y'all to get away from it, I'm not trying to be responsible for everybody being fucked up. So if you're not, this is what's going to show you that you're a fucking slave. If you're not able to set a time when you want your freedom. Well, if you can't go to your boss and tell them that I want to be off, this is right now. June ain't even started. We're talking about July. If you can't tell your boss now that during July you're gonna need a week off because of whatever the fuck you gotta tell them, whatever you fucking gotta tell them, and if you don't do it, then you just take it. You gotta take it because we gotta do it all collectively, man. Don't spend no money. Get out and meet your neighbors. I guarantee. I ain't gonna say I guarantee, but I say majority of people don't even know 3 neighbors on a block. I mean, go talk to your neighbors. Get out and help your neighbors. Get out of like Chief was just telling me, I gotta go. I'm gonna put flyers all around my neighborhood, all around my city. Boycott this city, nigga. It's going down. Everybody, we need to do a massive fucking thing. We gotta do it collectively, man, or we fucking slaves. Anybody we see doing work during that time, they some Uncle fucking
And you
Tom.
gotta hit them where it hurts too, though.
Right, man.
You gotta hit them where it hurt, man. You gotta make the money, but don't spend it. You understand?
No, you make the money before that week. But you make the money during that before that week. The point is just to take off during that week so we can show them if we can get enough people to do it that they're going to come out with force. They're going to come out and be mad. They're going to come out and try to make us go to work. They're going to send the motherfucking martial law going to come on. All that shit going to kick off. I'm going to show you how much that we are fucking slave and they need for us to work. And if we don't work, they going to beat our ass back to motherfucking slavery. I'm niggas ready to go.
Nah, man. I don't know. First off, you already said the problem with that was not enough people.
Hey, man, he was right about that, man. The martial law gonna come out, but it ain't like they can do shit to us.
Not with just this 20 people in the chat, like Chief Holiday said.
Oh
I agree with Chief.
no,
We don't have enough.
We all just get fired. That'll be it.
No, what I'm saying is, Bro Sanchez got 50,000 people on his channel. Chief got goddamn 2,000. I got goddamn 100. I got 500. Got 500. And that's if we can get enough people doing it. If we can push the effect, because if once we start doing it, we got to push to all these Uncle Tom ass channels, and this was gonna expose their ass. We got to go to Side we got to go to Young Pharaoh. We got to go to all the niggas who got the big channels. And if you're not doing it, you're Uncle Tom too then. If all of us on these channels is not doing it on all our social medias, we should be talking to Big X. We're going to talk to the Nation of Islam brothers. We got to go talk to all the Hebrew Israelites. All y'all motherfuckers, the HOIC, all these motherfuckers need to be down with it, or they slave ass niggas who want to get 501c3, untaxed fund, and work through the corporation and push bullshit on the people.
and they
Right.
will be there.
Yeah, and
And I
that
think
sounds like heaven to some people. So we
Huey, I
all
already
fucked.
say, Huey, most people are comfortable with that though. Most people are comfortable with everything you just said on that back end. With
Hey,
that
I'm gonna say,
501c.
hey, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you the reason I'm comfortable with it, man, because I'm tired of these people getting killed and pushed over and dead dirty, man. When we supposed to be here walking around this earth, living and thriving with this earth. I'm tired of all that bullshit,
But
man. You
we
can't
got
tell me and
infinity to
say,
do
hey,
it though.
you don't belong. You can't walk on this land. You don't do it. Nigga, who the
Our
fuck are you?
power,
You
our
ain't come
power
out the
is
damn
in
sky.
our
You not
children.
a sky daddy.
You guys, our power is in our generation. Look, you can have your 17-year-old son or your 16-year-old or whatever, your teenage daughters and stuff, and sons, educate them. Talk to them about what we do, right? We do talk to. We have these deep
Hell
conversations
yeah, I
with our
do.
youth. So, hey, what are the kids doing nowadays? They're doing Snapchat. They're doing all these, their own YouTube channels and shit. Help them to get their own little platforms to start educating their peers and be like, look, we are following our father's footsteps. We need to be here. We need to be strong. We need to be persistent because we can't change the minds of people that are already set. Those ones that are already in their ways. It's hard to unite with people like that. In my mind, my crew, my tribe, like my original tribe is my youth. Because even my mother, my father, I can't get through to them, but I love them and I'm never going to stop loving them, but we are not, it's not the spirit, my children, that's where that's where I have my chance. That's where I have my chance to make a difference. That's my opinion. And that's why I homeschool my children, because that's very important to me. They are my legacy. That's what I've been trying to say. Not these other people who are over here on these other channels. They're not my legacy. I don't need to do nothing with. I don't even watch them channels anymore. I don't because
Straight up, much love.
Yeah. Hey, real quick though, y'all. Right? I hate to be the
Nah, these
guy
go
that's
cheap.
gonna
Now you
come with
sound so
bad
good,
news.
bro. You sound real good now, bro. You sound real good now. I said you sound real good now.
Okay, yeah, I'm in the car. That's what's up. Oh, okay. So check it out, right? We talk about the youth, right? So when you're talking about boycotting for a week, right, a day, well, let's just say a week, right? That means, that means that we have to have the youth involved in this because this is a youth movement, right? That's unattractive, for the first thing, right? But my question would be, right, what would be the end goal after everybody? Let's just say all of us did it, right? What would be the end goal after the end of that week?
Okay, but during that week, right? During that week, we're gonna accomplish a thing where we're gonna take ourselves out of being in a position of weak, and we're gonna put ourselves in a position of power. Because during that week, it's gonna unify the community, right? And then we're gonna get out here and we're gonna have to figure out a way to operate because we're gonna try to stick to the code and not spending no money. So now, being that this is said, now we got to figure out how we're gonna eat, how we're gonna travel, and how we're gonna do all these things. How we're gonna turn on the electricity, or how we're gonna do this, that, and the third. You feel what I'm saying? So then we'll work out our balance and we'll show how we can fucking function without money. How we can function and operate without the fucking system of going the back and forth to a fucking work. Meaning our work would be a community service. That would be our work. It's all community service. We would be cleaning up our neighborhoods for free. We would clean up. Our neighborhoods would be clean because we would have shit to do for 8 hours that people would be used to going to work. So we used to doing something. Now let's clean up our neighborhoods. Let's go help this third. Let's go clean up. Let's go build this farm up. Let's go clean this land and plant us some seeds because we might need some food. Because after this week, they might not let the system go back up. This is gonna be the start of the system shutting the fuck down. We gotta prepare for that. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is to get back to natural. Now we got to be showing people how to eat, or the things that you can eat if you don't go out here, because we shouldn't be worried about going to the stores because there's nothing but poison in the stores.
Facts, man. Hey, look, brother, and to piggyback on what you saying, that's normally what the fuck we'll be doing anyway. You feel me? That's real shit, man.
So you agree though after the week though we're gonna have to go back into the system, right?
Yeah, if the system was, because if you want to keep on going, if the system is still up and running after that, Yeah, if the system is still up and running after that, you can go back to work.
You getting the echo? You getting the crazy echo?
That's because of me. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if the system is still up and running after that, the point is that hopefully the system was shut down. But if the system is still up and functioning after that week, and you want to decide to go to work because you know that you got bills coming up the following month, go ahead and do that, because I'm not trying to get people fucked up. It's just the fact that now we done came together, and at least we showed that we can do that. We can't even show that we can come together and do for nothing. At least we stood for that. You feel me? And we didn't put no energy into the world, meaning the system was shut down. If we don't go into these corporations and go in, if we was hungry and we knew that wasn't nobody in these stores gonna be there to stop us, you can go into, if you want to still eat meat and go in a fucking grocery store and get it, it's gonna be there. Because I tell you this, if none of us got no farms, right? None of us got no farms, they got all the farms and everything. If we not got no money, what they gonna do with the food? They gonna just go away? It's gonna go to waste.
But bro, though, here's the thing, though, right? So I'm saying that we're going for power, right? Y'all gotta understand what I'm saying, right? So we're going for power, right? So for me, I don't see what's the power that comes from this position.
Because then you'll realize everything is out here for free. Now, for instance, right?
I got you.
Right,
but it ain't for free. Because even during the boycott, right? Even let's just say all of us did that, we would still be having to use their phones, their internet.
Why would you have to?
The electricity, we're still consuming. My thing is, if we're gonna boycott, that means that you gotta boycott all.
You can still use the electricity because it's here. My point is,
how do we take over the electric grid? How do we take over who's paying the taxes to us? Right? You know what I'm saying? I want them to pay taxes to us, and we be able to use the taxes whatever to build America. Right? I don't wanna hide in the corner. I want the power.
All right,
I don't want to hide.
This is going to be the power because your lights and everything. Listen, what I'm telling you. Because the grid is still going to operate. No way that they can stop electricity from flowing because we are the electricity. This is the point. All right. Now, during this week, most of the time, like, see, you missing the point. All right. You're missing the whole point of what's going on. For one, all right. See, the main thing that's going on is it was for you to be able to set it up so you don't have to worry about none of your shit getting cut off, right? So you can come together. We just trying to show some unity within the people. We're gonna take our power back because we never had a whole week to ourselves for nothing as a unit. You feel me? So that's gonna give us power to know that we got the power to do whatever we want to do. Now our mindset can go and see what we want to do next, because then are we gonna start rambling? All right, now we really want to get our farms and our land, and we know all this shit ain't raw. No, we shouldn't be getting no jails. We gonna go to the jails and talk to them and let them know that if motherfucker ain't did no physical harm for nobody, and you got them in here for traffic violations, weed, all these goddamn non-violent crimes, we want our people out. You feel me? We're here at big masses amounts. And there shouldn't be nobody there in the work, but it shouldn't nobody be working during this week but badges, because we know that they're going to still try to uphold law, because there should be a lot of purging going on during this week, because all of this shit is free. Everything over here was meant for you and for me, period. It's why it's a car lot all around. I guarantee you, from wherever you at, Chief, to where I'm at here in Atlanta, just riding around Atlanta, bro. So many goddamn car lots where cars year in and year out. So if we did want to travel, we can figure out a way to travel. Go pour water in the car. I bet you the car will run if you put some alkaline water in the car. It might not even need no gas. It's simple shit that we'll be figuring out. How can we operate the car without no gas? How can we turn the electricity on? Do got the one world? Do we already, all of that shit's gonna come through. But we'll never get to that point, and we're not strong enough to do it because we're back and forth through the work system. We're not buying ourselves enough time collectively. It's about a collective effort. And I do agree that if not enough of us do it, it's like just the same thing. This is why we was able to get free from slavery, and why they were still able to keep us as slaves all this time. Because we was the ones who didn't want to get free. This is the Underground Railroad to the freedom.
Hey, look, Huey, let me tell you what they did, man. This is why you got a middle class. In 1934, right? These are all white people that did this shit. It's called Bloody Thursday or whatever. 1934, the Longhorns. Everybody quit working at one fucking time, bro. This how you get a union. Before it wasn't no union, they was working them motherfucking white folks like slaves. You know what I'm saying? So they all boycotted. It lasted one day. They started trying to drop tear gas and stuff on them. 2-3 days after that, everybody got their job back with a union plus a raise. Now, here's what I want to say about the system, though. We want to break the system, then fix the system, because if the system wasn't fucked up, we wouldn't be having this conversation. They're not playing fair. So to make them motherfuckers play fair, save all your fucking money. It hit them where it hurt. Once they say, oh, they don't even care about the money, because that's what got us moving. Stick to the bare minimum, they stuff start crashing. If everybody quit buying gas for one day, gas would be $1 a gallon. If everybody quit buying milk for one day, milk could be $1 a gallon. If everybody quit buying fucking weed,
So just
you'll
imagine
get
doing
20
that on a
grams for
massive scale, sir.
$1, bro.
I'm not gonna go
though.
without weed.
When everybody do it for 1 week, you don't spend no gas, you don't turn on electricity unless you come in the house at night or go outside. Somebody, why are you scared of it? This is why I want to do it during the summertime. All right, go outside, live outside, go outside. Why the fuck everyone scared to be outside? Go the fuck outside. The night gonna be outside. It's gonna be lights outside. What you think they gonna cut out the whole fucking electric grid? Figure it out, man.
I think people definitely are so conditioned with that, because I've tried this several times with my friends. I'm always known as the weird black girl who goes camping. I shouldn't be weird because of that. I'm trying to take you out in the shits so you can learn how to live off nature, survive, learn how to filter water, cook, because you need to do these things in the event of an emergency. But if you do it and you like it, then you can do it more in any capacity. I would try to encourage my family to go walking. Let's go hiking. Let's go. I cannot tell you how many times, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, that ain't safe. I don't like being outside. I don't deal with bugs. It's always an excuse somewhere with something. But I 100% agree with you. It's people out here right now that are generating their own electricity. The electric company is paying them. We need to get there.
Facts. But if we're not gonna get away from this shit, we'll never get to it. And you just put another mind in my. I need to change the boycott to a camping, a community camping boycott, where we go camping for a whole week. That's what it is. That's what we're gonna do for the week. Everybody should fucking be camping. Get out of the concrete jungle. Out of the concrete jungle. Get out of the fucking concrete jungle for a week doing the independence, and let's be independent in the fucking jungle.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all ever hear of any Asians or anybody boycotting or doing anything while they was building their empires right under our noses, off of us right now? Actually, but they're doing it right now as we speak. Like, I think I mean, bro, like, we got all the power amongst ourselves, man. Like, I'm with the boycott. I'm down. I boycott every day of my life. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So that's nothing to me. However, we got to have an end goal to it, right? Like, there needs to be 1 million businesses started this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start focusing on that. Local businesses, supporting local businesses.
Pay attention. Pay attention to this.
What if it all crashed and we all got our businesses set up?
Do you remember what
like I said, I'm
happened?
down with that, but I'm just saying that we need to take that same energy and put it into our businesses doing that week boycott. I'm with all of that.
And that's why I'm with you. I'm about to say something real quick. Do you remember what happened last year when we boycotted the television stations? Do y'all remember what happened? Do y'all remember the outcome of that? Anybody?
They stocks probably went up like Gucci's, and we went back to watching them. Well, I don't, but
here's why. They gave us a distraction.
Facts.
We started boycotting. Revenue went down 23%. I know. I followed it. I checked stocks. I followed it. Everything damn near went down 23% in the 35 days that we boycotted those mainstream stations. What happened? They threw us a distraction. Here comes the Bill Cosby shit. Here comes the serial axe murderer shit. Here comes all these things that make us turn on the news. Do you see what I'm saying? So then our revenue right back up because the viewers came right back because we didn't watch all these shows, right? But we were still paying attention to the news, whether it was an article, a story on Facebook, or whatever. That's what happened. Normally, you could have impacted and disrupted that industry 10 times. But we got distracted by throwing an event that impacts everybody. So where we're going to pay attention and we're going to find a source. Even if we're not using the news, we're going to find a source to get that information. And that's where the loophole comes in with the bullshit. We have to have alternative media like Huey P and your platform. We have to have those alternative media channels set up to where people don't go looking for it anymore. And yes, we need to set up our businesses. Entirely. Like I sat here and we were talking about the whole free energy thing, and I told them that my idea that I've had for a very long time, because I have plenty of them. And as soon as I said that, somebody in the chat was like, boom, you need an investor. Right. But I'm not going to get one because no one is going to give me seed money to disrupt their industry or their actual money flow. No one's going to do that. So how do we get around those incompetencies with that? Because when we sit here and try to pull things together, it winds up being destroyed. Or we destroy it.
Yep. Hey, you just brought another good point. Damn, girl, you just said it again. Fuck this shit. God damn it.
Hey, check this out here.
But I think that go back to you gotta find them people on that frequency, because just getting anybody old together, their greed and their lust and their will still be there. That's where I go back to find your vibe tribe. It ain't necessarily your brother, your sister, your mother.
And it's not necessarily the one that doesn't look just like you either.
I agree. I agree.
Fat Vegan said that. Shout out to Fat
Vegan. I agree completely. And that's where to go back. And I said that earlier because we can get all together. Let's say we get 100 sheep together right now. What you think gonna go down? The same unlawfulness, the same deceit and bullshit we dealing with ourselves. You know what? You gotta find the people who on that frequency or going towards it or shooting towards it. Or you're going to end up with the same problems in that community in the bushes, off the grid.
Hey, so look, man, y'all got to understand it right here, man. If we going to try to do all that stuff right there, we can't be having this shit all public and just everywhere out on the news and all that. We really got to infiltrate like a damn spy. Because if we don't, they're gonna shut everything down that we do. The
revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not.
I say that. I like that statement because I know the revolution start within. That's why it won't be televised. It start with each and every one of us switching our mind frame and going forward and finding them people. Because if we don't, like I said, you'll run across the same deceit and unlawfulness and lying bullshit, which Victoria and some of us deal with. Has dealt with our family because they wasn't vibing on that or aiming towards that frequency.
And this also right here, man, like you said, we all got to change our minds because it's not going to happen overnight. So the more we change our minds throughout the years and shit like that, it's going to change. And we're going to get people in higher spots that's on our same frequency that they're thinking that's on their side, that's going to infiltrate them, and that ain't going to be saying shit about it. They just going to be doing it. And that's the way it's gonna all fill out, man. That's how it gotta happen.
That's how it's gonna happen.
Here's my idea, and I put it out. I did put part of my idea out to certain groups. Of course, we ran into a roadblock. What was the roadblock? Ain't nobody got collateral. But this was the idea. I live in Kansas. There is a town in Kansas, a little east of Manhattan, a little north of Kansas City. Okay, it's a town. There's a population of 400. This town has so much land that they offered for people to move there and they will give them land. Okay. The premise as to how you own the land is you have to build on the land within a year. You build on the land within a year, they will give you the deed. It is yours. You don't have to pay no taxes on it or anything. You know what happened when I proposed it? Do you know what happened? Everybody said, well, if we move there and there's not anything there and there's no population, then how do we work? How do we make money? How do we get money to turn around and to spend it on this? How do we do blah, blah, blah to turn around and spend it on that?
I love it.
I'm telling you. And this is why I told them at which point I said, if we get more people to move in there than the 400 populace, let's say 2,000 of us move there. If 2,000 of us move there, we won't need none of the extra shit because we can grow our own food. Facts. We can teach our own kids. We can make our own energy. Yes. We can make our own gas out of corn. I'll show you.
Yep. Out of water. Sis,
out of water. We can use water. Yep, we can use water. We don't need gas.
Can I say something about what someone said about it being public, and we need to, kind of make these things more private and thing.
Yeah,
I
we need
agree
to
with
get
that to
private,
some.
baby.
I agree with that to some extent, but I do also think that we need to have that. This is good because this is how we find more people who think like us. Someone might be listening and come up on their feed, and they have that investment seed money to you know what I'm saying, and or know somebody. So there has to be a certain level of public, like almost like not like you're recruiting, but kind of like
Oh, that's what we're
like
doing now, though.
artists.
This is the
Right,
public part right
exactly.
here.
This exactly.
We
But we
recruiting
can
right
go
here.
further in our own towns too, is what I was gonna say, is that, like, for example, there was somebody out here in LA who did this whole thing about obey. I don't know if anyone remembers that or knows what I'm talking about, but it was like
The
obey.
movie. You talking
No.
about the movie?
Oh, no, but it came out in the movie, his poster. So there was this guy who was just creating this poster of this man's face, and it just said obey. And it was just a poster. And that's all it said. And it was like red, black, and white. And then he was putting it all over town. And everyone was like, who's this mysterious obey? Obey. And it was saying such a statement. It came out in that film that the poster did of the guy and the artist. So that whole thing might have been, had something to do with that kind of a anonymous kind of promotion, like just to be aware, like open your mind, like this is what they're telling us without actually telling us, but I'm going to put it to you with one word and 3 colors, and it's going to stick in your mind so that type of it's almost like you're making a statement and you're also recruiting. I've seen that done a lot, like where they just put up posters of just one thing, like what HOTC, and just post it with one image and just post it all over town. In my town over here in Cali, and your town over there in Atlanta, all over the place. And people were like, what is this thing that's all, national? It's a national thing. And then our brothers and sisters in the UK, well, that's how, I mean, to me, I'm trying to think outside the box. How are we going to promote and
Well,
Isn't
I'm
like an
talking about
entity like
the,
Jesus?
That was dope, Empress.
Ain't that what like religion
Yeah,
did?
that's real talk. That's real talk, man.
I was gonna say
Exactly.
it's
Like a
elusive.
religion then?
It's meant to be elusive,
It's
so to pique
culture.
your
Make an
curiosity.
entity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Hey,
that
look,
made a
I
lot.
think
That
that'll
made
be
a
dope
lot of
too,
sense.
y'all. Y'all got me brainstorming right now because just like
Man, we got the queens on here
said,
dropping jewels. I love it.
yes, man.
Yeah,
So
keep
like
it
Shout
like
out
I
to
going.
was
Keep it going.
males.
It's beautiful.
But I'm saying, I got the town. I got the schematics. Hell, I even got the furniture. I designed every home to be sustainable. Your front yard ain't no damn front yard. It's where you grow your food and feed yourself. But more importantly, we're talking
Ooh.
about all of that. Oh, you don't even want to know the arguments I've had with my local government about this, because where I live, you are not sanctioned to grow food in the front
That's
of your yard.
that's so damn dumb. They need to be shot in their damn face for saying some shit like that. Hey, you can't grow your food in your front yard. You don't deserve to eat. Like, you gotta buy it from us.
You'll be taken away from the supermarkets then. So no,
But that
that
has something to do with construct too, because the biggest problem I had when I was pursuing this was, well, you can't because we have so much stuff running in the ground. Okay, my argument was reroute the shit, build the houses, and reroute all of this with the new houses that you're going to build, and take that code up to the level to where it has to be built like that, so where you do have open land to grow. Because
Right.
that's nothing but rerouting some wires and some pipes.
Hey, some shit that shouldn't even be there in the first place, though.
Thank you.
The hell wrong with them? You fucking up our great mother damn ground, her stomach. You feel me? We can't have our fruits and our fresh fruits and veggies because y'all fucking shit up. Now
So
we
why
got
would I want to
on
keep
y'all.
Hey, so doing this strong, y'all. Hey, let me say this real quick, y'all, because doing this strong, y'all giving me, I'm this shit running. This is shit that we can implement, because we gotta implement this up until that point. We got time to be up to that point to let them know why. This is why it is better that all of us agree on it, and then we can all put our input on it. So now what Chief was saying is we need to I already know businesses, okay? So during this time, everybody who's doing it, we got to get businesses going, and we need to get status. We need to do status correction. We need to do our businesses. We need to handle our businesses, and we need to goddamn get out on the land and connect with nature. Okay, during this time, right? If we're going to utilize things like electricity or our cell phones and things of this nature, it is only for the things that we need to function during this week, this time. Whether we going to need to know how to make whatever you need out in nature. This is what it's for. And to share the ideas with each other while we're doing it, and we all do it at the time, so we know that everyone is functioning. All right. This is the way that we keep everybody connected, and we're going to utilize the lines. Okay. So we're going to change it from a boycott, because we don't want them shutting it down, and we want to be able to promote it in a big, massive way where we can promote it to the and promote it like on lives and things of that nature where they don't want to shut it down. All right.
Yep.
So we'll call it a universal powwow or a camping trip. You know what I'm saying? Like Chief, you could take it to the Abos with the powwow and tell them we doing a universal powwow. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, on the back chats, we letting everyone know what's really going down though. All right, so we got to either come up with a big name or a big banner to put it up under, just like Empress was saying. So we have a universal tag that we spreading around with it. You feel me? And I don't want it to be HOTC. I don't want it to be nothing that we already attached to. I want it to be something that if there's nothing but the people who we are right here and the people in the chat, we all collectively come together and say this is what it is, and that's what we're gonna push. You feel what I'm saying? Because we're the ones who pushing it. So I think that's what we need to be pushing for right now. We try to come up with that situation, man, and then we can make it function. We need business people. We need all these people minds involved, and they have positions, meaning this is what they're doing. She's a Victoria. She's a director. She's a organizer. You know what I'm saying? We'll organize this shit, and we got other people. Now, I'm just saying we just utilize everybody's gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, y'all there? Everybody there?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I think he had just dropped off or something.
Probably just went in and out.
His phone might have rang.
Bro was saying some real shit too. He had me super content.
One can connect it, whatever the fuck. All right.
There you go.
All right. So we got to make this shit happen. This shit.
Hey, Huey, you had dropped off for a minute, brother.
They trying to. Oh yeah, I had a phone call. I probably got there my shit down tripping.
Hey, but yeah, man, what you saying, man? That's real talk, man. Hey, yeah, you got that passion and shit, like bro, man, shit, man. I got that same passion and heat y'all do this shit. I can tell this shit pisses y'all off, man. It pisses me off too. I know what y'all mean. I don't care about shit, but the right for humans. I mean the right for humans. I mean the freedom. Like. So we're not free. You get what I'm saying? They say, hey, man, we freed the slaves back then and whenever the hell that was. Like, no, y'all didn't. Y'all just made everybody a slave.
No, they renegotiated the contract. That's what they did.
Yeah,
put it under new umbrella. Put it under new umbrella. That's it.
As was said before, your oppressor will never give you the tools to utilize to free yourself. Never.
It's all ignorance. All ignorance is their power.
Look, how are you gonna call them the devil and say they doing all this, then to say that, hey man, they freed the slaves back then? The devil ain't finna do shit like that. A devil gonna keep your ass down in hell.
Well, we know devil ain't
like
real.
POWs. Then
I know a devil ain't shit ain't real. I'm just saying, man, from they dumb ass logic, man. People got the dumbest logics, man. Like this right here, like the Hebrews, they trip me out sometime, man. They come with this, hey man, our black God did this and that. You guys need to get down with your brothers and this and that. But then it's like, okay, where's your black God? Did he get killed by humans? If so, how the fuck does a God get killed by humans and this and that? And how is your God all powerful and shit and we all in this situation? I don't understand it.
That's it right there.
And then and then it's like, okay, your God is all powerful. He's the creator. He made all this. Why the fuck did his dumb ass make the devil then to fuck all us over? Why? That's stupid.
That's it right there. You see, you aware.
And
You
like
know,
just to
Oh
check
that's
hell
the
in,
yeah,
key
man!
to
I
it.
ain't
Yeah,
done, man. I don't
what
play
is
with
yeah,
these
all
it
niggas
that?
is, and
either,
that's
man.
the key to it right there, y'all.
Yeah, these
And
people got like fucked up, man. I think with my sense, man, everybody need to use their sense. Like everything that you was taught, let that shit go. Think for yourself. Recreate in your head. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that because you're gonna come out with the right shit. You're gonna come out with the same conclusion that everybody will if they use their head. It's gonna be like, hold on, how is this God all powerful and all this? And he made the devil and now the devil destroying us. So when God come back now, we done been bad, he gonna send us to hell.
yeah,
Like a damn
like a
man, these
fool.
people talk,
And it's
yeah,
like
like a fool.
Like a
the
fool.
Like,
this
most
Hey,
sentences
real
say
quick, let
like
me
a damn
piggyback on that
fool.
real quick, y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all go. You and P, man, I appreciate the platform too, brother. This
Yeah,
Awakening
real
Minds.
shit.
I just want to drop something real quick, because what brother was just saying, that's it right there, though. Just being aware of what's going on. See,
Yep.
it ain't no more about, the physical aspect. It's all about the mind. World
Fact.
War III ain't gonna be physical because we ain't finna let you kill everybody.
Nope,
That's
they
because
ain't
we
gonna do
aware. So we already
it.
know that it's a spiritual battle.
Yep.
But real quick, let me go ahead and say this real quick. Now, we can do all we want to do within this system, but we still know this system is run by money, the monetary system. But I don't think we all understand the monetary system. It's this simple. I'm going to create $1. You're going to need to come borrow this dollar. When you come
Mhm.
borrow this dollar, you're going to have to pay me back $3. They didn't even go to $2. They went to $3. That's
Yeah.
taxation. That creates inflation. That creates
Interest.
poverty. That creates slavery. Okay? And whoever controls that, they can do whatever they want. But it's called
Agree.
order out of chaos. So no matter
Hey.
what we do within this chaos, we're still helping. We can go on the camp trip. We can do all of that. We can do all of that. But somebody's gonna get hungry. We're gonna need some gas. It don't matter what you buy. You can buy a piece of gum. That piece of gum is still supporting the slavery, the
Mhm.
pedophilia, the manipulation.
Yep.
So this is all I wanted to say, y'all.
you have
And
to be
this is what I'm getting.
self-sufficient.
Exactly. Exactly. And I ain't knocking what you is saying. Hell no. Everybody needs to be aware. If we need to get away, because that's the number one thing, just stop for a minute. Stop supporting this shit. Stop. As long as you can go. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, a whole year, whatever you can do, perfect. Because that's the key, to get away from the whole system.
Man,
So
what you
just real quick though, y'all, real quick. The thing that I've been learning, and I've been learning this shit for all my life, but I love that Brother Sanchez get to share it for everyone. But it's all about that 0 and the 1. You got to understand that we're going back to a 360, to a circle. We got the knowledge from their zodiac sign now, which is a circle. So we understand that we're in the age of Aquarius. They can call it whatever they want to call it. We understand its frequency. We
yeah,
understand
not
its
the age of
energy.
knowledge.
It's the
Not age
ether,
of
and
knowledge.
it's
Yeah.
waking us up from
It
the
is.
bullshit.
Hey,
So
they can't, hey, and look, they
I
fucking the
ain't done though,
sky, they
bro.
fucking the sky and the food and the water up too,
But
though,
see, we know all that. They gonna be able
to
to.
keep us
They doing a
down, though,
lot more
because
that
they
we
know
don't
it.
know. They doing a lot more that we don't know. But that's the chaos. It don't matter. You
Oh,
can put
yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
in there. So
Yeah, they
just
doing a
Facts.
listen
lot.
real quick
Can't
though. Listen real
right.
quick
You
though.
can't feed into that. I
Yeah,
agree.
just listen real quick though. I want to just tell y'all this. Mother Nature ain't forgot about us. No matter what we want to do, we can sit here and do it. It ain't gonna free everybody. What's gonna free everybody is that cycle that can't nobody tarnish or do anything to. And we are in the age to where we are aware. For example, a lot of y'all don't have to pay taxes. If you don't want to, you can enlighten yourself and learn and research to where you don't have to pay taxes. So it's all about you. Once you go back to the core and start fixing the things you don't want to do anymore, that's how you get out of this system. You can't force it on everyone because we're all going to be awakened, all of us, to where we stop doing they shit. And we're in that age now. So I ain't telling nobody to stop doing what they doing. Everybody do what they do. You, if I was still in the A, my nigga, I would have goddamn grabbed about 50 people with me. And
Who, hey,
we get off this
hey,
grid.
who in the A? Who in the A?
Oh, I thought Huey was in the Huey P was in the A,
He
but
was,
Huey,
oh, hold
Huey
on,
and that.
hey,
Yeah,
Huey,
Huey.
which A you
Hey,
in, man? I'm in Alabama, man.
he
I'm
in
in
college.
Mobile.
Nah, I
Nah,
mean,
he
you
in
know, the
college Park,
ATL,
Atlanta.
that's what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
But
you in College Park?
Huey
Okay, then you
dropped
right
off
there
the
with my
call.
cousin.
okay, he dropped off. But let me just say this real quick, y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all get it back real quick. That's what we gotta remember. We all want to change it. We all got our own plans and ideas, and we all can do it. But just remember, man, Mother Nature has already got our back. And we in that 360. We back at Aquarius Point, the golden age. We getting the knowledge. You understand? And if we got the knowledge, we know this shit true. I know me. If I know the shit that I know we in the age of change, enlightenment. All
Oh,
right.
hey,
So, y'all,
it is, man. It is.
but that's all I want to say. And also another thing though, appreciate all my sisters up here on the panel. Number one.
We love you.
Appreciate my brothers too though. But that's all I
Hey,
gotta say,
for
y'all.
show that, brother. Hey, man, and to piggyback off what you're saying about that, you're right about that awakening thing, man. It's people that just waking up out their damn sleep one day and just, hey, they know this now, they know that. Like, it's like, how the fuck did you just know that? It's something that's going up in us spiritually. It really is, man, because before my awakening, man, I was a hard headed little motherfucker, man. I didn't care about shit. You feel? I mean, I care about my family and stuff like that. I wasn't gonna let my life go to waste or anything, but I didn't care about life itself as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my head was closed in and shit, and then it was just like for I say for a week straight, I just kept just stumbling upon shit. Like, soon as I look at this shit, it just open your eyes. It makes too much sense. So, like, whatever you was just talking about, and whatever Bro Sanchez be talking about what's going on at the middle of the earth, it's something like a inhale, exhale. That shit he talking about, it's something real deep going on, because too many people waking up, man. Too many people, and some of
But
these people are
you
just
ain't no
coming
fool
down.
though. You know yourself. You know it's the real knowledge. You
Yeah,
know it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
real shit.
yeah,
You wouldn't
yeah.
be
That's
here.
what I'm saying. I'm not a fool. I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're humans, man. We
You'll
know
know.
what's up. Like
Hey,
animals, they
hey,
all
can I
know
ask
the
a
same
question?
thing.
You'll know truth when you hear it, no doubt.
Can I ask a question real quick? I've been listening to y'all for a while. What's good? Want to say what's up to everybody and shit.
True.
But
What it do, my God? What's up, man?
shit, bro. You know, man, just got up out this motherfucking field, man, tilling this fucking ground, bro. So you know, I had to hurry up and jump on before y'all leave, man. What's going on? How y'all doing? But the question I wanted to ask was, you know, I had a brother speaking about, you know, the awakening and everything. You know, I've been noticing that a lot. Like, it seemed like, you know, everybody is waking up to something. But the real question is, are they really awake? Have they really, you know, wiped the crust from around their eyes and took a hot towel and wiped their face and brushed their teeth? You feel me?
I mean, no
Like,
one.
you know, like even myself, you know, that's not no shot at nobody or nothing like that. It's just like, you know, it's times I question myself, like, am I truly awakened? What I know really the right answers, you know?
It is. You on your journey, so regardless, what's right? You on your journey, whether you know what I'm saying. Like, it's all part of your karma. Like in the word, and like even to be throwing that around and be who woke and who ain't. It's like everybody. You can only plant the seed. They gonna wake up on their own, regardless. Like
For,
it's
for
even
real.
levels. Like just because one person got the flat Earth but ain't got to the food part yet, that don't mean they not woke. They just on their journey.
Right.
They ain't got there yet. You know what I'm saying,
Yep,
sir?
Right.
yep, yep.
But they getting
Big
there.
Yeah.
They
facts.
you just got to keep growing. You just got to, you know, keep evolving. And like we said on yesterday, you can start now or you can start in 100 lifetimes. That's just a blink of an eye to eternity. So
Right.
decide when you want to do it.
And that's why I say, you know, I even ask myself that question. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know this shit sound crazy, but I talk to myself a lot. I find better understanding when I speak to myself.
And
And
that's title. That's some titles. And no one can judge your enlightenment but you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Not so
yeah,
for me to say the next man ain't woke, I'm already giving him a biased opinion. I'm judging him, which we shouldn't be doing,
yeah,
flat out. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. No, I would never. you know, cross that line and tell someone like you ain't as woke as you think you is, because I don't judge people. You feel me? I'm no better than nobody. You know, man, I'm human. I make mistakes, all that shit. But sometimes I ask myself, is like, what I'm being enlightened to, like, is this the right path? You feel me? Like, it feels right, but it have been times I done did shit that felt right, and the shit was just straight up wrong. You feel me? Like, in my low vibe years and shit, when I was out there in the fucking streets and shit, you know, like, me and my homies then was out there wilding, and that shit was fun to us, you know, fucking niggas up, you know, all types of crazy shit. Like, we took that as excitement, fun, like, it felt good to us. But as I got older, I realized, like, god damn, you know, I was a fucking savage. I was out here worse than the fucking barbarians and shit. You know, man, running around from country to country, just fucking motherfuckers up. So, you know, it's like, it's like I say, it's not really to call out nobody else. I guess it's really more of a question of myself that, you know, I just want to know if, am I the only one that think like that? Like, damn, you know, like, even though, like, I'm trying to seek knowledge in as much as possible, and, you know, we know this is a never-ending journey and shit. You know, seeking knowledge, you will never learn all the knowledge. You will die trying to learn. When you die, you probably only know like 5% of the knowledge, but you might think that you know 100%.
But what is being awake
you know,
is,
like,
what's being awakened is like, it's questioning. It's the quest you on. So it never ends.
Yeah.
You just notice the bullshit.
Right.
You just notice the bullshit, and you gotta start questioning shit. And you gonna start getting the right answers, brother. But you already know what the right thing is, man. You know, they hide in the mother. The mother can teach us and give us free energy.
And here's what I got out of what he said and shit. Like how he said he thought he was doing the right thing and was all the way woke when he wasn't. Now he's saying right now we think we all the way woke. But there's gonna be a time we look back to this time and say, damn, I was still asleep. Like you say, it never ends. So we still baby to this shit. But go ahead.
Right. You wasn't asleep. You was, like you said, you was just on your journey. I forgot my fucking thought. Damn. I wanted to piggyback on what Truth, just what they just said. That's
the quest you're on.
Yes, that's it. Just like the alchemist. That's it. Just like the alchemist.
That's all it is.
We say this. He right, because we say this woke thing as if it's a goal. But once we get there, it won't be nothing there. It'll be the journey. That's the goal. It'll be the journey you took to get there, like the book The Alchemist. It's the same thought. Right. That's the goal. The journey you took to get there. There's no pot. There is no pot of gold at the end of this woke rainbow. You feel me? It'll be the journey you took to get there. That's the goal. That's what you will realize. Okay, yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? On your own time.
For real. And we all got our own journey and the own way we're gonna go about it. But I can tell y'all, like, I've studied religions, all of them, my nigga. I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness household. They'll give you a book on other religions. It's only up to you to study them all. I've studied politics. I've studied government. I've studied the monetary system. I've studied human beings' interactions. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the quest. It's never going to end. But I will tell you, that big ass secret is Victoria's Secret. You being able to create your own energy to empower your own self to do whatever you want to do. That's the big secret. So if you're trying to control people, you got to take their power. You take their power, now you can change their mindset. You give them anything. That's what we in right now. So my brother right there, I don't know your name, the one with the bow tie. You know, I know you were saying that you don't know if you want, you know, you be waking, you don't know if you on the right quest. My nigga, you are on the right quest. You found the right answers. These motherfuckers can't trick you no more. So whatever you do, bruh. But you know, can't no bullshit come at you no more. That's power too, though. Now go generate some.
Yeah,
that's where we at.
I'm selfish, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. When people, you know, sometimes explain it to them, I'm selfish. And the reason why I say I'm selfish, that's not in a bad way. How can I be better for somebody else if I'm not better for myself? So I'm selfish to myself to better myself. Because when I'm selfish to myself to be a better version of myself, then my outlook and the energy that I put out in this universe is a better energy for everybody else. You feel me? If I'm out here with half-ass energy releasing into this universe, I'm gonna get half-ass results, unfinished results. You know, rinky dink ass results. I don't want that. So, you know, man, I be selfish and shit. You feel me? Like, man, I'm just being real because, you know, I have to be so that when I do come amongst people and shit, you know, my energy is on point, it's on cue. You feel me? Like people feel my energy and shit. My vibe is strong. You know, man, Huey will tell you that I was down there in the A with the brother. No, you know, man, my energy is real on all levels. You know, on fake politic flies, none of that shit. I don't judge. I step out the box even when I disagree and look back and try to understand the other person understand it, and maybe we can come to a conclusion. Even if we can't, I can respectfully fall back. You feel me? I'm just, you know, I don't know, man. It's just like it's so much going on and shit, you know, man, where it has you questioning things and shit, including yourself. And you know, man, I'm 35 this shit, man. You know, I'm grown. You know, I'm pretty sure some of y'all about the same age, if not older and shit. And you know, as I look at it, like shit, I'm still a baby when it comes to understanding and shit. You feel me? Like, and with that being said, you know, I try to stay humble and grounded as much as possible and try to intake as much as possible, even if eventually I throw that shit the fuck out. You know, at least I got a chance to indulge in it to understand what the fuck it was and shit. But my bad, child, man. I'm gonna fall back real quick.
Hey, Huey, you back? Huey P?
Why y'all get so quiet,
37.
man?
That's 37.
What happened?
We just waiting on you to come in, Sir Drop.
I'll come in like I'm the truth when it come to these bars. I'm a supernova. When compared to the stars, it's bricks in the trunk. If
Bricks
I'm
in the
towing the
trunk.
car and I ain't take the bitch home, she gave me dome in the bar. Dude said we got to get away from all that kind of rap. I heard him. We got to get away from that genocide rap.
But you know, it's low vibration now. But it's, you know, and this is the thing. It's because they fund
Nah,
it
he
as low
good. That's good.
vibration.
And with that good,
They
Rasta
fund
man,
it.
I'm like, come up, come in,
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They fund it as low vibration. You do what you do, my nigga. That's how you want to rap. That's how you rap. But you know, once we all
man, the
awaken, we know we ain't
motherfuckers
gonna listen
goddamn
to
fucking
what
with
you
my
saying
vibe over here,
for
man. They
real.
fucking with all my computer. My shit is over here tripping, y'all. This shit is tripping like a
Yeah.
motherfucker, boy. I'm talking about my whole computer screen, everything fucking up. This shit is crazy, man.
But we still
And
here, Huey. That's what's the trip. Like we're
Peace and
on.
I
tribe.
know
Peace and
that's the
tribe,
trick.
man.
Y'all been here this whole time. That's why I ain't been talking. I've been back here trying to figure this shit out
We
for
got
the
our own
longest,
grid.
bro. Now, this shit
Yo,
crazy, man.
Hey,
so
Empress, you ain't did
Man,
no
Huey,
music.
when you bring your
I'm
ass
here,
up here,
Jeff.
man.
You ain't did no
Would you say,
music, Empress.
Did I do
G?
some music? Yeah, man. I've been
so
in the studio.
Yeah, send
hey,
me
so
some
I've had
what
my
too.
what I was
headphones
saying
up.
is though, Huey, you know, I'm definitely down for anything, man. You know, I'm just me. I'm always, I'm trying to. Well, we're trying to position ourselves for power, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And what I
Fact.
mean in that is like words, how we react to things. You know what I'm saying? As a community, how we talk amongst ourselves, how we criticize amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's codes, there's things or whatever I think need to be changed. And we're the first Americans, right? We're the only people that did not migrate here. We have to start acting like it. You know what I'm saying? It's about social positioning. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there would change our political positioning, which would change our economic position. Period. Other people have to respect you differently at home. This is your home. And if they're racist, they're prejudiced,
Facts.
if you don't like brown people, go home. You have Poland to go to. You have all the places that you came from before you came here. So that you still honor. So we're
Britannica, all that
Americans.
shit.
This is America, Jack. So I just like to say that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is America first. It's America or nothing. And if y'all understand that, we have been socialized away from that. I would have looked at myself as a coon for saying he's American. You feel my point? But that's me being socialized away from my power, My social, political, economic power is in America. It's not in Africa. It's not in Zimbabwe. It's not in China. It's right here. And they have cleverly tricked us to give it away every day. You wake up every day saying, nah, I ain't gonna kneel down to the flag. That was a play. We got played.
Yeah, but we know
bled
that
for
though.
everything. We built this motherfucker. They took it over with the pen. They didn't beat nobody in no fucking wars. Who? Where?
Paper genocide, bro. Paper genocide.
That's it, man. Spiritual genocide and everything else, man. So we got to stand up, man. And it's going to take real men, real soldiers, real women to do this work, man. This is not for the faint of heart. Niggas think this is, y'all niggas is playing? Y'all think this is play? Listen, when you're doing some real effective work, man, that's dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think that people take what we do serious. You know what I'm saying? I do. I take this shit serious, man. So the work, the dedication, the things like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? People lost their families over this. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about being a revolution and giving shit up or whatever, you can lose your motherfucking family over standing for something. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, people, we can't criticize everything that everybody do, but we got to show them a better way. It's, man, being a revolutionary is attractive, nigga. We got our own shit. We doing this right here. We balling, nigga. And we got our own communication system where we not own they shit. Right? I kept getting blocked, right? You know what I'm saying? From doing shit on YouTube or whatever. I said, fuck it, let's start our own shit. So all we need is the support of the people. It's the app that pays. So it's like the app that pays you to refer people to your social media app. See how that go?
Listen,
so
man,
if we get support from that, right? Think about this. Not only are we employing and empowering people, right? But we also can build more. So that's what we're doing. Instead, we want to build Zuckerberg. Or Fuckerberg. I call him Fuckerberg, right? We want to build these people up. Snapchat, let's go. What about our shit?
Bro,
So
like
people say
all of that
support, man.
sounds good, bro.
Support us, man. Support us, man. Let's empower ourselves.
Goddamn
man.
right.
And
I'm with that.
We ain't gotta hate to be great, man. We the best. We the best. We the greatest of all time, man. And if you don't understand that, bro, like I'm working to get my face on the money. That dollar is strong because of us. It ain't strong because of you motherfuckers. It's strong because of the Americans, the original Americans, right? So yeah, y'all put y'all faces on it, whatever, did what you gotta do, whatever. Guess what? Coming for ours, man. If y'all
You gotta get rid of that dollar,
it,
man.
You know what I mean?
You gotta get rid of the dollar, man.
Respect it or check it.
You gotta get rid of the dollar. You gotta get rid of the
own cell
dollar.
phones right now that we created around the world.
You
Driving
gotta
cars that we
understand the
created around the
monetary
world.
system, man. It ain't about
You niggas
none
be
of
blowing
that,
out
bro.
candles tonight around
And
the
we
world,
all
wasn't
entitled to our opinions.
How about
bro.
that?
It ain't about that dollar, man. It's all about sharing. We ain't just Americans, man. We from the world. Man. That sounds good, bro. And I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
very
understand
gay.
what you're saying, bro. I'm with that too, right? But you ain't shit to the world unless you got
Yeah,
power.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Everybody got
That's
a
what I'm saying.
geographic
Unless you can
location where they can
generate.
pin back to itself.
Man, get money, man, and make babies, bro. That's all
Nah,
I
don't
can say,
get
man.
money. Don't get money. Not when the
Hey, bro,
money
like
is
you
committed.
sound crazy, bro, because you on this
Nah,
phone
my
right now. That
nigga,
means you
you
paid
gotta,
a cell phone bill.
my
Hold on.
nigga,
You
you
paid a
talking to
Wi-Fi
somebody
bill,
who
brother.
makes over 100,000
Brother,
a
you paid a
year.
Wi-Fi
Money
bill,
ain't the
bro.
thing. Money
Bro,
ain't
hey, bro,
it ain't
listen to me.
about the
I live
money,
this,
bro.
bro. So I've
It
lived
ain't
what you're
about
talking about,
money, my
trying to do,
nigga.
bro. Listen
It
to me,
ain't
bro.
about the nigga.
I
Just
wasn't
listen to
on
me for a
YouTube because
second.
I was living that life, fam. So
Bro,
don't
it ain't
tell.
about the money. Stop selling this false dreams, my nigga. I don't want to argue with you and
Bro,
go
you
back and
own the
forth.
bro. Like, listen though, you telling somebody something that you not doing. You own right now talking to me. That
how you
means you paid something with money.
Hey, my nigga, listen to me right
So
now.
that
Let
means
me
you're a
tell you
hypocrite,
why.
bro.
Let me tell you why, bro. Let me
So
tell
you
you
being
why.
disrespectful, bro. You came on here being disrespectful. Everything been moving kind of smooth, and now you feeling the way because you paying money. You feeling the way, bro. Like, come on.
No, my nigga, you
paying
don't
money right now. You
understand.
hypocrite.
You don't understand, my
Nah, he
nigga.
just spoke. He's speaking himself. He's just speaking himself because I agree with him though. I'm like, get away from the money. I hear what you're
It's the
saying and
money, my
everything.
nigga.
I
Get
know
away with it
about
right
all
now.
that.
Get off.
But at the
Cut
end
your
of the
bills
day,
off right now, bro.
at the
Get
end
out
of
the
the
line.
day, we
Go do
on
the
this
work.
cell phone because listen, let me tell you this. At the end of the day, right? We on these cell phones and these computers just because we not used to being outside and nobody out here communicating, right? Like me, I can get on it. We on here by choice. This is a choice that we're making.
I don't
So
read
we got to
smoke
choose
signals,
to
my
be
nigga.
able. Listen what I'm saying.
I
We
don't know
have
what
to
you
be able
talking
to
about.
choose. Huh?
I don't read smoke signals.
You don't hear no smoke signals?
I don't read smoke signals. I'm saying, how do we take over this thing? And it's not talking about doing something that we can't do. Because if you're saying give away the dollar while using the dollar, right? That's being hypocritical.
No, I'm not saying give away the dollar while you use the dollar. We already didn't use the dollar. My point is, right?
Made in China,
get away from the mother. Listen,
come on, bro.
Let me tell you. Weird. My point is get away from the motherfucking dollar. Everybody not gonna get. All right.
I got you, but that's getting power though, bro. Like I don't.
I know, but I'm telling you is listen. Let me finish. Okay. Let me tell you. All right. Now, say for power, right? Electricity, for instance, right? To charge my phone, right? Do you know when the motherfucker in jail? Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. You know when we in jail and locked up, we think about all kind of shit. We figure out how to pop a socket, how to make how to create a battery out of whatever the fuck we want to do, right? So during this time, when you're getting away from money, you're gonna utilize. You're gonna electrify your mind. Your mind is gonna go back to when you had to get out of nature. How do I cook without a gas stove? How do I do this without that? How do I communicate without a telephone?
Facts. Without the money.
How do I communicate? Because you got to realize before we was talking on the phone, everybody had a landline that was in your house, and we communicated without these things. You got to realize it was an era when everybody wasn't walking around with a telephone, bro, and we was communicating, and we still figured it out. So don't say it like it's impossible to do.
Nah, I'm not saying it's impossible to do, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay then, because what it is, it's impossible to do. Let me say that. Let me say this real quick. Because for the last maybe 10 years, along with cell phones, well, man, say goddamn 20 years you want to give it? Okay.
Since the first cell phone came out in the late 80s, big ass remote control phone and shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about these cell phones now. I ain't talking about that big ass shit we was walking around with the goddamn phone connected to a cord still. I'm talking about that shit. I'm talking about a Sky pager. I ain't talking about when we had beepers and motherfucking shit like that when the only D-boy was walking around.
I had a two-way pager for it. Yeah.
I'm saying you ain't gonna need the money. You ain't gonna be walking around with a device soon. That's basically what you were saying. Just keep going, my nigga. Keep going.
You feel me? Everyone, see, this is what's wrong with these new ages. See, you know what's gonna be hard to get them all because the millenniums don't know nothing about it. So that's why we have to show them the way. It's a way.
We gotta meet them where they at, though, bro.
What do you mean? Where they at is where the
doing the work when you rapping. That's
I gotta meet you where you at the trap. Huh? I gotta meet you in the trap because your interpretation.
Hey, Huey.
You gotta show them that our freedom is a trap.
Nah.
Hey, Huey.
Nah.
Hey, bro. Can I get like about 5 minutes on this floor real quick, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, man. All I need is like about 3 minutes, man. You feel me? Cause like I understand what you're saying, you know, as far as like we need to get away from the money because I'll be honest with you, the shit is it's fake. It's just stamped the war. But the fact of the matter is that our reality is controlled and it's circulated around this monetary system. So like what I try to tell people is the fact that we got our reality control already set and programmed for us. And now that you under the understanding to know that, try to create a reality in that reality that you can control so you can take yourself up out of that piece by piece. But the only way we're going to be able to do away with this monetary system and go back to the sharing and honoring system that was of the past that they did away with and put this monetary system in place is by war. Because as long as they control everything will be done by money. And honestly, like right now, man, I got fucking babies, bro. I can't just fall off the grid like that. My babies need clothes, food. I need a place to stay. Ain't nobody trying to honor me just walking up on they shit like, yeah, nigga, this my shit. Woo woo. You liable to get shot doing some shit like that. You feel me? So unless motherfuckers ready for war and ready to shed this blood about this shit, that monetary system go always be in place. So with that being said, how can we wing our way up out of this monetary system as much as possible?
Okay, let's take advantage of the monetary system. Let's play this shit like a game of Monopoly. Let's find a way where we not punching the clock, but we working hard for ourselves and we creating our own value on our own self and get this money and buy this land and buy these resources to put in place so that we rarely have to spend money. And when we do, it's for emergency purpose only. Because like I say, as long as they control that shit, everything will be done into this monetary system. And the only way it's going to be done away with it, the whole motherfucking system got to be fucking broken apart and torn the fuck down. And now it's got to come back to the past of the understanding. And honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I don't see it happen because there's so much shit going on right now. And niggas ain't doing nothing but pulling their phones out and recording. You seeing police beat up on one motherfucker, they 3 deep, it's 100 of y'all out there. And you pulling out your phone, they beating up on the sisters, they beating up on the brothers. Niggas is getting killed. They finding niggas hung and lynched and shit. Like we getting plays. And niggas, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's a lot of motherfucking so-called woke motherfuckers that's pulling these phones out and shit. Them the niggas that piss me off. Because I'm the type of nigga right now, I swear to God on my son, and I'm saying this shit because I done it, nigga. If the police pull up on my homie trying to harass my homie, nigga, they gonna have to harass both of us. Because I'm a bum on their ass, nigga, and I did it, and I had them at my mama crib looking for me for weeks in Chicago, nigga. That shit was in the papers. Niggas can look that shit up. So that's all I'm saying is if we really want to do away with this monetary system, let's be prepared to shed this blood. And honestly, niggas ain't ready for that shit, bro. And honestly, I done seen everything but God. So it's whatever. You feel me? I fucks with you, bro. And if niggas really on that move, let's move on that accord.
Yeah.
But if we not gonna move on that accord, then we can't talk about doing away with the whole monetary system going off the grid.
But
that shit is, motherfuckers got families they got to take care of. So
the reason why I bring up the monetary system, the reason why I bring up the monetary system is because you got to understand it. The richer you get, the richer the motherfuckers that control the monetary system get. Okay, these niggas that you see with money, my nigga, they can't spend it how they want to spend it. That's coming from me, my life. So you got bro, power. You know what power is, my nigga, is when you can generate your own fucking power like this. That's power. So let's stop talking about power. Money don't give you power. It gives you power under the motherfuckers that created the monetary system.
Facts.
So listen real quick though. Listen real quick. Damn, I ain't trying to argue with you, my nigga. I'm trying to show you. I ain't trying to do all that, bro. Just listen real quick, my nigga. This is what I was trying to say though. The other thing that can combat all of this is a mass fucking awakening. More people understanding what's going on. That's how you gonna goddamn. Then we gonna start sharing with ourselves. We gonna go take the cam trigger we talking about. It ain't cause we want to. It's cause we trying to turn all of this shit over, and then we can build from the bottom. Start sharing. You want to do what you want to do? Cool, my nigga. You want to be Mark Zuckerberg? Do the shit, but not on this motherfucking monetary system. This shit this shit put pedophiles in power, my nigga. Like the monetary system ain't it, my nigga. It ain't it, my nigga.
On this situation, man.
Hey, y'all.
Like I said,
Hey,
man,
y'all, I ain't even cut you off, man, but this shit, man, my motherfucking computer is tripping, y'all. I'm talking about my shit's been all the way off this whole time. I don't know how y'all still even live.
Hell no, he say this shit been
They can't turn us on. Right. Yeah, and what's bro name? Awaken Minds. I feel them on that, and that's why I say, bro, like let's play the monetary system, and we get this land, and we start growing our own shit, and that way, little by little, we controlling our own reality. Because as it's set up, our reality is.
Hey man, they got us scared, man. They got us scared to come. I heard
that.
everything you were saying, true. I wanted to respond to what you were saying, bro. I was listening on my phone. I can't even goddamn hear y'all with my computer off. I'm like, God damn, this is tripping, man. But man, I understand all of that, man. But that is the biggest. That's the fear that our kids gonna need clothes. They're gonna need this. They got clothes. They got shit. They want more shit. That's why I tell my kids they need shit. They want shit. They need a place to live, right? Listen, let me tell you this, right? When we think about somewhere to live, right? We need shelter, right? We got a shelter. We got a shelter when we go outside. We got the biggest house in the world that no one wants to stay in. You got the biggest house in the world that you don't want to stay in, and you let everyone control it. It's called the fucking world. And all you want control over is America.
Hey, Huey, let me ask you a question real quick, bro. Right now, bro, can you just walk up on some property and shit and just start building shelter for your family and shit, and food is set in place right now? If you just stop right now and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm done with it, I'm going off the grid, I'm grabbing my babies. Do you have somewhere you can go right now physically where it's shelter? No, I feel no. I'm asking you. I'm asking. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Right now, we don't have that set in place, bro. So we have to make the steps to put that in place. So that when it's time, we can.
They get it. They do what the fuck they want to do. They set up shop.
Hey, Huey, but bro, we built civilization, bro.
Wherever the fuck they want to do it, bro. They didn't pay us. Man, listen, bro. Y'all think that they bought some shit. They took it. They set it up and set their boundaries up what they wanted to and put claim to what the fuck they want to put claim to.
Facts. And so once again, bro, is niggas really ready to shed that blood?
Man,
it's gonna be done like that, bro.
This
It's gonna, and I'm just saying, bro.
I already know. See, this is what I equate my blood to, my dick. Right? My blood equates to you. My blood equates to everybody on the panel. This is what my blood equates to, because y'all are just cells running through my body. So like when they shed my blood, they shedded all of you. All I'm gonna do is die and come back in my own world again. They can't stop me from doing rule. I am a fucking ruler. How you gonna kill a ruler? They can't kill me, but I'm energy. I know that I'm everlasting energy. How you gonna kill me, man? You gonna come blow my head out.
When everybody start knowing what we know, when everybody start knowing what Huey just said, when we get everybody knowing what Huey just say, now we a problem.
Let me talk,
all
bro.
this other shit we trying to do and Bill and try to be Zuckerberg, bro. You just being played.
I don't want to be Zuckerberg
until you realize you the power.
I just
hey, let me tell you something right quick, bro. Hold up, bro. Here's one thing. Let me tell you something right quick, bro. I'm gonna give it right to y'all, bro. Here's one thing we got to deal with too, and people not looking at it on a mass scale. We got to have these other countries have an uprising too, because the government is worldwide or global or planeable, whatever y'all want to call this shit. They controlling everything. So the movement we would do would only work in the region we're at. We got to get every region to stand up against their government. Mind you, there's about 50 countries standing up to their government. They going to war with their government every day as we speak. If we can get all the countries to do that at one time, then the government is out of control. But y'all go ahead.
Hey, this is what hold on, let me say something to that, because this is what I be pushing. That's why I got the UK behind me. I got so much love. I got so much love out there in the UK and Canada and Jamaica and motherfucker all around this bitch. So they riding with me. I know I got an impact all around the motherfucking world. That's why I made a song called All Around the World, man. They talk about me. Look, London, Japan, they talk about me. I said even Germany and France, they talk about me. I said on the motherfucking Mars and the moon, they talk about me. Because you know who I am? I am who I am. Hold on, let me say. I am who all that I am. And this is why we all are on a quest, because I on a quest. You know, I am on a quest. I on quest. You know, and each one of us are I. We know that. So all of our eyes are on a quest. That's why we question. And most people don't question. And it's all about the people who's on the quest, who we must invest our energy into, because we was the first and the last. We was the one who control our fucking future, our now, and our past.
And that's the real weapon. That's the real weapon. Sharing that knowledge.
Are your songs monetized? Huey P.
Man, I don't know. All I know is this.
I'm saying in this
I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be Zuckerberg. I don't want to be rich.
Everybody want to be rich.
I just want to live.
Don't do that.
Everybody don't want to be rich. I just want to live. Nigga,
everybody don't want to
tell me I'm lying, bro.
Bro, man,
I disagree with you, bro. Everybody don't want to be rich.
Everybody don't want to be rich. Ain't power to me, bro.
Look, man,
money ain't power, bro.
I don't want to be rich.
It's
right.
I mean, it's niggas with money that straight bitches. I mean, I'm being real. I just want to live.
Living what y'all saying is not on YouTube right now. He is not on YouTube because he don't know about
it. But they being controlled in this dumbass, chaotic ass world.
Bro. You're paying YouTube right now. Period. How do we get away from YouTube by being our own fucking YouTube? And
I don't think YouTube. I don't think YouTube is the problem. I don't think getting away from.
You're not gonna go live in the woods. The woods somewhere where you live.
Bro, you looking at it on a small scale. I don't think getting away.
I'm in the boonies right now, bro.
I'm looking at it as power.
Bro, I'm in the boonies right now, bro.
Logical. Listen, I'm looking at it as just being logical. I'm not. I've been where y'all at already. I've already lived that life. That cost.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Life?
Oh, okay, well, all right.
It's logical.
What life? I can only give you my experience. I'm not a young man, so y'all talking from a young man's perspective.
I mean, I'm not a young man either,
build,
bro. But
you are builders. You're builders, not cowards. Builders. We built this system. This our shit. Let's take it back.
I'm energy good.
Our sisters don't want to live in the fucking woods. They want to build.
I mean, they come here. They gonna have to live
so
in the
revolution
woods.
is taking the fuck over, bro.
You don't have to be self-sufficient to live in the woods.
We ain't on no fake revolution.
You don't have to live in the woods to be self-sufficient. That's part of
the taking over, bro. Taking over. We need a baby boom generation. We need to make children. We need to honor our children. You understand what I'm saying? And build something for them. We don't have to go slave for nobody else. That's power, man. No.
Giving them money won't build it, though. Hey, bro, giving them money.
Whenever y'all doing it, I told Lex Vortex, whenever you do it, I'm coming to visit. I'm going to support.
Supreme.
Whatever.
But look, but giving our kids money is not going to give them power, though. It's going to be the opposite.
I'm working to get my face on that money.
They gonna still pay bills.
I'm working to have power in this. That's what I'm working to do.
Look, he trying to have his face on the $20 bill and shit.
Nah, I want it on the $1,000 bill.
Supreme, though, but leaving our kids money don't give them power.
Locked up.
It gives them the opposite. Have you seen kids left with money, how they turn out?
Like
they don't turn out to this noble being that you say.
We ain't talking about them.
You talking about handing the money down?
If we was on this line, we all could put $1 million into something, to a project. Our words would be way more powerful than they're talking about nothing.
We ain't trying to use the money no more, bro.
Nigga, once again, it's about power. It's about being able to create a reality that's
money
real,
ain't power.
Money ain't power though, bro.
Whoa. If you wanted to, okay, we can start our own food company, right? So we grew our own food, top to bottom, right? That's power.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now.
Y'all getting
into the Rockefeller shit and the World
Let me show you some power. Supreme. I'm gonna give you an example, Supreme. I'm gonna show you your power. Count your money while you hold your breath. Tell me where your power at.
Bro, money, power's in the land, bro. If Huey
count your money while you hold your breath.
Money on his, whoa. Huey did something, right? He put a message out, right? So if he makes money off that way, he can just go give all his money away. What are we gonna do? Or he can.
But Supreme, I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you how much power is in money. Count your money while you hold your breath and tell me which one lasts longer.
Okay, bro.
You see the power? It's gone now. Health is wealth.
Okay.
That's just the form of programming wealth.
Bro, I don't know how much you pay for your Wi-Fi or your cell phone bill, but
does that matter what you having to hold your breath and count your money?
Chickens.
Hold on.
And I'm sure you ate some food that you bought with some money, bro. Like so.
No doubt, and that don't change the fact that don't give it power
here,
though.
bro.
So what's the solution in that?
We farming our own shit out here, bro.
I got you, but you buy some fertilizer, you do something. Okay, just get self-sufficient, right? So that means that
yeah, that's what it's about. You gonna use the monetary system to become self-sufficient.
No doubt.
It's sacrifice.
Because even in the war, even you real militant ass niggas, right?
Money ain't worth
shit. Even in the war,
bro.
you need communication. What you gonna be on their cell phone talking about killing them? Come on, bro. Like, so you guys see fucking money resource. We behind the eight ball.
We gonna be going to war.
You trying to say, bro? You sound like the normal. You sound like money army is the power.
Bro,
you sound like the normal.
That's the mic, bro. That's the mic, bro. I'll beat your ass.
But bro, I just said, please hold your breath while you count your money. I beg of you.
Let me feed my wolves. I can guarantee you, if I got billions of dollars, we'll shut this bitch the fuck down. What you mean? Yes.
If you got billions of dollars,
none of this be going on. None of this be going on, bro.
If you got billions of dollars, what you gonna shut down?
Oh God!
Please let me know.
What'd you say?
What you gonna shut down with billions of dollars? Give me one example.
Bro. Listen. I don't want to give up everything.
Bro, you gonna be the first nigga they take out.
No, bro. Listen.
Then I can show you a bigger law.
It'd be against the law to speak against me, bro. You heard
Hold
me.
up, bro.
Wow.
Hold up, bro. Let me get the mic, bro.
You couldn't
Calm
even
down,
walk.
bro.
Listen, bro. You couldn't even be
Calm
on the
down,
internet
bro.
talking about I don't like Chief Holiday. Somebody gonna come see you, bro.
Calm down.
So I can persuade you. So I can persuade you with a bigger contract.
You gonna slip and fall, bump your motherfucking head, nigga. All right. Okay, nigga. That's power, nigga. Power is that you wouldn't even push your button to be like, fuck Chief Holiday, nigga, because you know somebody be at your I might turn your lights off
Bruh,
at your
this
motherfucking
ain't even
house.
that
Nigga.
type
How
of
about that?
platform, bro.
Fuck you,
With that
man.
type
Nigga,
of
I'm gonna buy
thinking,
an electric company where you live at, nigga. Fuck you
I
talking
can
about.
persuade you.
That's
I can
power.
persuade you with money.
Bro, tough guy.
I can